Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Welcome to tradertv.live. We're seeing North American stock futures to the downside for the first time this week. We have futures right across the board. Pretty weak. U.S. weekly jobless claims out this morning. 1.87 million new files for jobless claim benefits last week in the U.S. The continuing claims number, though, the one that we've been paying most attention to, 21.4 million continuing claims versus 20 million expected, so that number continuing to grow. Overall, the Dow is up 3.5% in the month of June alone. S&P 500 and the NASDAQ also nicely higher to start the new month. The NASDAQ 100, in fact, closing just 0.3% from all-time highs that it reached back in February in yesterday's session. Individually this morning, shares of retailer Michaels to the downside following an expected earnings loss. We also have shares of Cloudera moving to the downside. Surprise loss for that one, CLDR. We'll have a look at it. Travel companies offsetting the weakness, though, moving higher as a group this morning. A little bit of news surrounding AAL, American Airlines. We'll talk about that. Up nicely this morning in the pre-market, about 7% still. NEO shares still in positive territory this week, again gapping to the upside, and Luckin Coffee also doing some volume in the pre-market. Going to be a busy morning once again. It's Thursday, June 4th, 2020. TraderTV.live starts now. And there's a look at Asian markets from the overnight session. Pretty positive right across the board there. Outside of India, you can see Nifty to the downside. Everything else, though, nicely higher. Let's go over to Europe and see how things are shaping up throughout the European region. Yeah, pretty red top to bottom here. 1+% declines for Europe. ECB out this morning saying they're going to increase their bond buying program in the foreseeable future. Let's go over to North America and see how things are shaping up. Same story, red numbers pretty much right across the board. Bitcoin to the upside this morning. We have crude oil lower and gold moving higher. Index futures, though, for the most part, pointing to a lower open, as we mentioned. Lots to get to this morning, guys. It's going to be a busy one once again. Yet again, another IPO this morning. Zoom, what is it? Zoom Info? Yeah, Zoom Info. ZI on the NASDAQ. Hopefully we'll get to bring that one to you this morning. We have, as we said, travel companies to the upside again. And Sean, your NEO won't stop. Still going.
Yeah, I won't stop. Can't stop. It was a gift horse down there at $3, and here's the NIO. Today you're going to see that one ripping up once again, guys, to 6 and change if this ever loads up. Yeah, here we go. Big run yesterday in the afternoon. We talked about hitting it early at 520 yesterday, and that turned out to be exactly support again at 1133 before ripping up. And I mean, if you held this one yesterday, that was like a 10, 15, 20% return all the way to the top side here. So 570 there, tops out at before closing, getting back in. Okay, we just got into XSPA. So we're long right now, 156 on this name, 155, sorry, XSPA. We just got into it, but this is another runner here. So let's just see what happens with this name. They're in all those airports. This is the COVID test time. So we're going to wait to see what XSPA does. Just a couple shares here. Decent position, long right now at 154. But Neil, there's a few different ones. Genius Brand still going today.
And our good friend CIDM, we call it the Bob Ross play, I think we're calling it. If you guys are familiar with the painter there. There's a lot of gappers today. You guys mentioned the IPOs, but don't forget no more VTIQ because that merger is done. We're talking about Nikola now. So that's going to be a new symbol today. Obviously, it has not traded yet, but all of you are probably going to be wanting to be watching NKLA, of course. The second we actually see a trade on it, we will get into that one as well, of course. So it's going to be a big one. There should be a lot of active names today. Obviously, it was a good day yesterday. Brennan, I'm pretty excited about today, given the wealth of names that we have to look at. And I didn't touch the airlines and travel much yesterday. We're going to get back into that today.
Yeah, it's been a very strong week, obviously, for markets right across the board. First day, we're seeing a little bit of a downtick at the open, so we'll see how both markets and individual stocks react to that. Let's go over to the desk to start things off and say good morning to Valeria.
Good morning and hello everyone. Guys, if you're passionate about day trading, if you want to learn or improve your trades, you're at the right place in the right time. Please support us with likes and subscribe to this channel. Also guys, sign up for our everyday morning watch list. Just simply hit the link I'm sending on the chat, put your name and email address. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
All right, let's get going, guys. Lots to cover here in the pre-market. Next 25 minutes or so, we're going to talk about AAL, all of the airlines to the upside. But I want to focus on AAL, up more than 8% now. I just checked once again. They announced they're going to boost U.S. flights starting in July as economies begin to reopen and things start to get back to normal. So this is kind of the first of the airlines to make the move, increasing and adding more routes and more flights back after the cuts. So AAL here, guys, 8.2% now. Nice look. We got above 13, but right back down. We're at 1275 here-ish.
Yeah, big level on the daily chart here, emerging at 1350 when it finally gets there. This sort of pattern with the sort of rounding at the bottom, most of the airlines have gone through, with the exception of American, because they have all their their debt issues relative to the others. So that's still a level to break, and it should be a good one when it happens. The other levels I have on American Airlines, I'm looking at 1250 to 55. That should be previous resistance, turning into a bit of support that I think down here. So if we do get any kind of a dip and can't hold that level, watch for sell action on American through there. Another piece of news, of course, is they did get granted almost all of the airlines to be able to reduce the number of cities and airports that they have to service. So that's going to be good for a cost savings perspective for a lot of these names here. So it's another piece of positive news for the industry.
And guys, here we go again, guys. It's already a banger. The wheelbarrow's already out, guys. It is, I don't even know what time it is. I don't even have my clock up. It's 9:06. So I told you, I tweeted it out. I said, get ready for a big day today. And here we go. We're already in the money huge. It's a 17-cent winner, long $1.55 here. Here we go to the upside, just taking some out. Every time we bump up a little bit, taking a little bit out, we let that run from 65 all the way to 70. Now we're back at 75. So XSPA for an early win, guys. Follow me on Twitter. We cracked that 2,000 follow mark. So big day. Yeah, AAL, I like 1320. Let's go.
All right, guys, let's go over to the next one here. I want to talk about NIO, obviously higher once again this morning. Also on those airlines, China released a list of 95 airline operators that it's kind of opening the door for to reapply for flights in and out of China. So there was also that piece of news for the airlines. But NIO adding to gains from yesterday's session, higher again on May delivery numbers, record May delivery numbers for NIO. Yeah, 3,436 vehicles in the month. That's up more than 200% on a year-over-year basis, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. The story continues to be positive for NIO here, and I do like it the same way we played it originally. The first day when it made that crack towards 420 there was a gap up and a chance to buy on a dip. This time I'm looking at 565, 570. If there is any pullback through 6 even, and you get those quick shorters that want to pull in here, I'm looking to buy that one. If it gets back down into this sort of 565, 570 range, it bounces off there. I'm going to be going long at that price. It looks like good support to me. So if we get down there, fine. If we break out through the top, that was a trade we're looking at back at 420 on that same day. So that's the latter end of it. If that's what happens, we'll go long through there. I do much prefer buying NIO on support on the way down. This has just been a more profitable trade for me when trading this stock.
Yeah, I'm still working out of XSPA. But yeah, NIO was a big trade yesterday. I know you guys, a lot of you guys hit that with me. So let me give you a little bit of a read on this one again today. Up 7%. Okay. Yeah, we did talk about this one. I love this name. Mad that I didn't get it myself down below $4, but we'll wait to see if it does come back up there. 610 is pretty high for this name. I think Neil's probably correct here on trying to play some fades. It's already broken through its all-time high here of 570. So yeah, let's just see if there's momentum coming into this. Oh, let's check out. Oh, thank you for everyone joining our show yesterday, our live to air there at 1 o'clock. We did a great little lesson there on our Market Wisdom page. So if anybody was interested in halts or auctions, anything like that, we have a big library starting to build over there at Market Wisdom, and Valeria could drop the link there. And we had a good turnout yesterday, and hopefully we'll have some more. We will have another one next Wednesday live, but today we're also premiering another video right after the show. stop orders. So if you guys are interested in that, join us right after the show. We'll get that link to you as soon as we can. But yeah, NIO, I like it here, but it is breaking back down below $6. So maybe you might even get a breakdown here of 570. So watch out. I'm not super bearish on this name today or bullish. I don't really have an opinion either way, but look at this. This is what I wanted to show you actually before I went on that tangent. NIO right here, 2.2 million shares. And that's a 1, so 2.1 million shares to buy here. Today's save. Delta, we'll get to that as well. Cloudera, there's a big Boeing bid there as well. So this is, again, we did this lesson yesterday. If you're like, what is he looking at? Join us on Market Wisdom page. We do have our imbalance locator stuff just listed there from yesterday. Actually, no, it wouldn't be up yet, I guess.
No, we'll probably next week you'll be able to get to it. But guys, we're going to keep doing those topics for you, and they're very, very informative. It was a lot of fun. And of course, remember, we are doing a bit of a premiere of a video today, which is an important one. We use lots of stop orders here, so that's what it's all about, actually getting one ready to go here on NEO as I speak. But Brendan, the lots to get to here. I know there's one name that we're going to get to in just a quick second. Is a Cloudera, right?
Going to stop at Michael's first here, but yeah, some earnings to get to. Obviously, Michael's the first one. They reported Q1 same-store sales that fell 27.6%. Obviously pandemic related. They posted a quarterly loss of 43 cents per share on revenue of 800 million. That was versus expected revenue of over 1 billion. So MIK to the downside. But look at this, guys. We're already back towards these pre-market highs here.
Why is 420 a level like all over the place these days? I mean, on Michael's, I'm seeing 420 was a pivot earlier in the week, and it's rubbing up to that level right now. Big time gap down. It's almost at that 10% mark, so it's going to stand the chance of being SSR, short sell restricted. Here's my issue, going to the level 2 here. It's only done 500,000 shares, and it's not that liquid right now for $4 stock. Volume isn't fantastic on Michael's. 350 I have as support. If it holds 420, I'd fade that one to the short side. Above these prices, you should be able to short it no problem by removing liquidity from the bid, but if it drops not too much further and breaks that $4 mark, it's going to be short sell restricted, so watch out for that one.
Yeah, I was just going to actually bring that one up to you. That yeah, we are getting closer. If you didn't notice, guys, 9.83%. Again, what short sell restricted means is that yeah, you're going to have to wait on the offer to get it. So if you put in a market order to go short, you're probably not going to get it on your broker if it does go. And there it is, below 10%. So we're going to see should be SSR right now. So if you are going to try to go short on this one, you got to sort of build into your position. I like the 420 break upside, but again, I sort of got to find out how many shares are short on Michael's, because if it's a well-shorted name, then yeah, it could probably blow out here to the upside, even though it missed on the quarter. I just wonder if that's a nice little profit that some of these guys who will be short this name, may
a lot.
Yeah, they may. Is it? It's probably.
Let's say the percentage. If you hit it in baseball, you'd be setting records. I think it's like 40% or something.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so 420 upside. Yeah, I like it.
I see 19%.
19, okay.
We'll double check on that.
Brendan's always right with these things. Listen to him.
19.9% on the short interest here, guys, for Michael's. But we'll double check on that. Let's go over to the next one here, guys. Cloudera, the company reported first quarter earnings of 5 cents a share, excluding some items. Revenue of 210.5 million. So both per share and revenue beating, but it was the forecast that came in a little bit weak, both for the current quarter and full year for a full fiscal year for CLDR was very, very weak as far as the forecast is concerned. So yeah, we're down 10% here on the day. Is this overdone a little bit, guys?
I mean, look at the aftermarket bottom that got put in there, 1130 to 1140. I mean, that's sort of a classic gap retracement, backup breakout type of play right through that same price. It's about a 10-cent range. It feels overdone to me. This one's more than 10%. So as we just mentioned, it is going to be short sell restricted if you are looking at the shorts. I mean, you could think about like an 11 break to the downside, but I mean, a bit of a double bottom here in the post market. I like this breakout opportunity on Cloudera here, 1130 to 1140 range. If that breaks, we'll take a shot. Add it to the long side. In terms of support downside, 1035. If there is a move down, I would expect support there as well on Cloudera.
I didn't even call it up yet, but yeah, I think, I mean, it's in the right space, but they did guide lower, I guess, year over year, but then next quarter should be fine. So come on, Cloudera, let's load. I think I like 1150 or so. Yeah, I mean, this is 1150. This is that sort of that bunch area here. If you can get above, and this is aftermarket, right, of course, so they come out, they report. If you can get above this, then maybe we'll rock and roll with it, but 1170 or so on the top side. Or maybe if you really, really want to get spicy, you could go long at 1140, which is this sort of this bottom here. Or again, I prefer the long in this name. It's in the right space. I don't know. I'm not. Some of these stocks that I'm seeing today, I'm not really overly excited about too many of them. I know we'll get to, actually we don't have Boeing coming up soon, but we will talk about that in a minute. So much to talk about today, including what we did mention, Zoom Info. They're another IPO today, Brendan.
Yeah, ZI, we were talking about that at the beginning there. Coming up, hopefully we'll get to that for you on the show once again, ZI on the NASDAQ. So Ciena, guys, the next one, the network equipment maker, beat results right across the board, both per share and revenue, topping estimates. They also came out saying that they will have sufficient funds and resources on hand to weather this pandemic storm, CIEN. Not a heck of a lot of volume in the pre-market, but one that can give you a trade, typically around earnings. We normally talk about this name.
It can. I mean, this is the chart. The daily chart is going to tell you a nice story if you're invested in the name for the last couple of months, anyways. But if you look at the top end here, the volatility has died down at the top. You're also going to look at this sort of choppy action in the pre-market because it's only done 150,000 shares. So Ciena, I don't know, there might be a breakout through 57 at some point. 100% chance on a stock like Ciena, I've got to see an opening range established to make a trade. There's just no way I'm going to be jumping in on low volume until we actually see some buyers and sellers and get a bit of a direction going. And if it does make a trend, that's fair enough. But otherwise, too low volume right now for me to be involved. And it's actually flat on the day right now as well.
Yeah, I'm not, same way. I'm not really super interested here in Ciena right now. Still looking at this Cloudera, trying to figure out what we wanted to do with it. And then the other name that I wanted to get to as well was Boeing, because wowee woo-wee. Big move. What's wrong with me? Big move up here over 182.50. Could be a good one. Skies definitely bright here. What's going to happen when they get that max approval? Probably back over 200. But Boeing, guys, has just been a very heated stock lately. I tried to get long in my own account over 150, but missed. You can see here we're now cleared that 50-period moving average on a daily chart, and now Boeing just has some of these numbers in its eyes here. 186. This is 190 on the way down. 190 was kind of the gap level down here to 176 before bottoming out half value ago, $93. So let's see Boeing 184, 185, 186, something like that. It's a very exciting name, up 5% today.
Yeah, nice continuation move there for Boeing. We mentioned yesterday had a huge day to the upside. Another group that's kind of showing some strength in the pre-market here, not as much as the airlines guys, but cruise operators also pretty strong. Carnival out this morning saying they're going to continue or extend, I guess, the cancellation of cruises through Australia, Canada, and Taiwan, I think was the other name for their Princess brand only. So extending the shutdown as far as service is concerned to those three destinations. CCL just went positive here once again, 0.3%. Decent volume though for this name in the pre-market.
Yeah, it gets a pass for only being flat on the day because the volume is over 1.3 million shares in the pre-market here. The last couple of sessions, the story's really been sort of these fake little moves off of the open here, where you'll get a little bit of a wick to the downside, and then it'll bust through pre-market top in this case when it goes up. And then comes right back down and gives you a pullback trade. It did a similar thing in the opposite direction a couple of days ago. So that's actually the trade I'm going to be looking for here. Even if it breaks out through a pre-market high, I'm not going to be looking for that trade. I'll be looking to see if it actually sustains, and then if there's a bounce buying above that 1750-ish mark, that would be a good trade. Otherwise, breaking down 17, sort of the same similar story. So inside that 17 to 1750 range, I'm going to try to avoid it. And then try to play the breakout of retracement off of the open and not get wicked out.
Yeah, and I was looking at CCL yesterday, and congratulations to anybody. I know, Jarhead, it was probably you as well, but we exploded the money yesterday after CCL going long 1650 yesterday. Those of you guys were loving that trade down here. 1650, or was it? Yeah, no, was it 1750 or 1650? We went long yesterday, and CCL just continued its move up yesterday, so that was a good trade. We'll wait to see what happens today. Yeah, 1750 is here on CCL. So we're going to wait to see what this one wants to do. 1.37 million shares. I did like AAL a little bit better than CCL today, and I don't normally trade AAL, but I don't mind this 1320. We did wick as high as, I guess it was 1325 or so. What does we have the high here? 1321. So I kind of like this name a little bit better than Carnival, but Carnival's been heated, and we love Carnival Cruise Line. So stay tuned for that one, guys.
All right, guys, let's go over to Costco. The next one we'll talk about Zoom Info, obviously the IPO. Sign up for the watch list as well, guys, if you haven't already. Valeria will send you an email. Just have to send us an email or send us your email, and we'll send you our watch list every single morning so you can follow along at this time as we go over everything that is moving around in the pre-market. Nice look here for Costco, guys. Not a lot of volume here either, but 1.2% to the upside. They posted May numbers that were better than expected. I think to be expected a little bit here as economies start to reopen, more people going back to the stores, some of these restrictions starting to lift. They also said e-commerce, huge bump in e-commerce sales as well on a year-over-year basis.
Yeah, we bought something online from Costco, so I don't know.
Honestly, I think it's one of those plays where it's been sort of gliding to the upside the last few sessions here. Just looking at the daily chart, 312 would be a nice little break for it. Even then, 315 probably a bit better. So I'd like to maybe look at those levels. Pre-market volume is going to be exceedingly low right now on Costco, so it's nothing for me in terms of an immediate trade. But if we do get any kind of a chance when volume steps in and range gets put in to catch a level break like that, 312, or even patiently waiting, today or tomorrow, next week for 315, that could be a nice play in Costco. There is support down from 300 to 303 or so, so that could be interesting if that ever came in at some point, but I don't think that'll happen today.
Costco, no, yeah, I mean, I like the name Costco. Yeah, we did spend a little bit of money there online. And okay, Mr. Robert Brown is in the building. How are you, my friend? Thank you, Enrique, as well. Thank you, Robert, for the super chats. Very, very nicely done. And congratulations, Robert. Looks like Delta's got back in the game for you. So that's a good little hold there. Risky times back there, my friend. But okay, $30.50. I mean, this is the same reason why I like Delta and American today. It's just, I think it's a reopening of the economy, people feeling better about everything. The market's booming right now as well. This is the best 50-day period ever in the history of the stock market. So yeah, obviously you're going to get a complete V-shaped recovery almost in some of these names. And I think Delta for you today, Robert, we are getting away from this 29. We're busted back up. We crossed this 50 period. Oh, someone asked me, what is this? This is a simple moving average, 50 period moving average here is this line on the daily chart. So someone asked about that. And yeah, as soon as you can sort of get above that is when you kind of start to see some action to the upside here. So I like it. I think you're going to run into some problems here at $32 just because that's where you had a little bit of bump up here and then some resistance on the downside. So for today, Robert, Delta, I don't know. It's a little bit much here. Let me just check out quickly for you the imbalance locator. Wow, okay, 1 million shares. So that's probably creating some of this bump up. The market is off right now. It's nice move up here. 15 handles from the bottom. Yeah, Boeing, Delta. They're all here. Here's Southwest down here as well. So, I mean, look, if you like the long here, I would wait until 30.50 for sure, but you got to sort of give this down here. I think we can get down to 29.50 again today. Let's just see what happens on these imbalances, guys.
Yeah, that save on that imbalance locator as well. Spirit Airlines also, that one's been just crazy to the upside recently also. Here's another one, 223% now, guys. Cinedigm announcing the Bob Ross channel on Roku. 200% on that news. We saw a huge move up in the afternoon yesterday. Got all the way up here to 150, I guess, was the top before we closed. And now here we are, ho-hum, $4.40 here for CIDM. What do we do with this?
Throw at every single level that was written down is what the first thing I'm going to do. The second thing is it is not sleepy tree here, Mr. Bob Ross. But either way, I'm looking at the pullback, maybe 360 or so would be a consolidation area. You can almost forget about that. I think now we're looking to see what kind of volume comes in off of the open. There might be a wick to the upside or downside that we can play into, whether it's a sell trade immediately. Maybe you can buy one of those. Otherwise, at this point, I am scouting a short. for it. It's going to go parabolic. It already has. Off of the open, any kind of a pullback could be a first launch point here, but I'm not going to touch it in the last 5 minutes after I just saw it go $1.50 to the upside. If you got that break, there's not much reason to not hang on to it, at least till the open here. It's obviously going to be risky, but it's certainly worthwhile, and we're going to be heavily trading it today, given the volume at 27 million.
I didn't even realize. Yeah, Neil mentioned yesterday. I didn't even know who Bob Ross was, and then we saw the picture there, and I recognize him. So we'll wait to see there what that does. CIDM. There's a lot of these crazy stocks, including Genius Brands. I know we talked about that a little bit as well. But here's Save, and thanks for bringing this up, Brendan, again and again, because 14% looking to take out $20 here today. I don't mind that at all. If you look at the daily chart on Spirit here, we're right up to here. So this is, I mean, again, wow, to get this thing down here would have been incredible. But okay, we'll wait for $20 to break, and then we'll see what it can do upside. So I do like Save breaking through 20. That might be better than Boeing. So let's wait to see what happens.
Guys, let's go back over to Genius Brands. Sean's just teed it up there for us this morning. This thing's been just a monster over the past few days. Again, today you can see 15% to the upside for GNUS. I really like how this thing is setting up here this morning. Nice little tight consolidation forming. There's 975 above us. I really don't like this to the downside unless we're below $8, which is obviously a long way away. But you have to look at the level from yesterday that came into effect, a little bit of resistance in that area. So below $8 at least on the short side. Otherwise, I mean, this thing's setting up again, guys, looking like a decent long for GNUS.
Yeah, it's one of those, it's just the same play over and over again, I think, with GNUS. And I was trading this one in the afternoon. I think you can scalp because it's doing so much volume, and I think that's an idea between $9.50. The reason you say that $8 is interesting because we were watching that one try to break it in the aftermarket yesterday. But I think $9 here, which is happening right now, a nice little bounce would give you an opportunity for a long. I actually want to see it trade below 9 before I'm shorting. I want it to break there, and I want to see it sustain some volume below that price before I'm going to dig into this one. I was just mentioning XSPA did a bit of a pullback. It's about 3 minutes to go here, guys, so we got a few things that we want to cover before they open, so we have a plan of action. XSPA just pulled back from 180. I'm looking at this consolidation 155, 160. I'm going to be hunting a short here. The breakout 155 there. I had a short earlier that I took off for like 3 cents of a loss way too early. So now 155, I'm looking for a breakdown that price. Otherwise, if we hold at the open in this range and don't break 165, I'll try shorting it at that point. So with 3 minutes to go, that's my plan at XSPA. And then GNUS, we're going to be watching heavily. It's now back above that $9. Just can't sustain any selling just yet.
Yeah, XSPA, I had that one as well. I still have that one as well. And my best out here was basically at the top. We'll hit perfect for that. What pretty much was 176, but we still have 30%. We just took some more out up here as well. So nice little fade back down. We did take our first win. Was about 5 or 6 cents. Then we let it rip to the upside. I did want to make sure that we did thank, of course, we're doing the show for free. So I did want to thank again Robert Brown and Enrique there for the super chats. If anybody else wants to drop that, that'd be fantastic. As well, just show your appreciation. We really love our viewers, and thank you so much. We're almost at 32,000 subscribers, so if you're watching the show and you haven't seen it before, it's going to be a fun one. We trade everything, talk about any symbols you guys want in the chat. Brendan will be dropping the news, Valeria will be dropping some links as well, and yeah, it's a good place to be as we wait for the opening of this bell. I've got Boeing locked in here for a possible long. I do like CCL long. I love that Genius Brands through 8, so we'll wait for that. We've got Save going on as well, so let's just check in on Boeing quickly here. I do like Boeing. Okay, now it's fading down a little bit, but we're still up 5%, looking for it to take out the top. Kind of got to wait for that 183.70 or so to see if that one does come in. Okay, XSPA getting going again. And then one last check on CCL before we go. Still not doing much, 17.20. Imbalance locator, probably still showing NIO through the moon. Wow, now we've got 3.3 million shares here. So yeah, look at all these. Buy. Just Cloudera sell, Neil.
Every single one of those even bigger than it was before. American Airlines just bounced off that 13 again. So a couple of times we bounced away from 13 even. 1250 is going to be that support area we're looking at. If it can't hold that, it should be an interesting sell. But a 13 still in the cards. Check that for American Airlines here is the pre-market. There's a bit of a seller at that price. Do remember there was an IPO yesterday, Warner Music, WMG. Of course, it was a fantastic long off the open, and I know we have some other IPOs today. but that doesn't mean we can ignore Warner Music. It's done a few shares here, 400,000, but it is up another couple of dollars from that $30 even target yesterday. Again, just sort of gapping to the upside here. You know what? I didn't get paid for shorts, but I'm not sure. Maybe at some point we'll hunt a short, but at this point, just looking at this 31.50 level here, there was an iceberg. That could be an interesting place to buy any kind of a dip. And if I see big size, I think sometimes you just go long in front of it as support and use that as your juice, as it's obviously got an upward trend going right now in Warner Music.
Only 30 seconds ago, we're taking some out now, more out on XSPA. So we just take some, there's a little tick out there. We see it run up basically from 57 to 65 and take some out right there. So once again, that's another winner. So yeah, a lot on board right now. Let's just wait to see what happens. We'll put some XSPA upside here, 180. See if we get that right off the open. We're long 155. 10 seconds ago. Let's go.
Yeah, we got this countdown going, and we have Valeria ringing the bell. Let's drop it down for her, and it's going to be a wild one already. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ring that bell. The market is open on a Thursday. This should be a wild action trade. GNUS already doing that thing that it does, running to the upside. So watch for the top end break at 980. Again, when it takes a top off, you kind of just want to go long and then ride that party. I was looking to see if it could fail heavily enough. That has, just failed down through 950. So yeah, color me involved here. I'm going to see if we can't get a short in the 50 range. Again, if it breaks that top, I am going to get out. I do not want to be holding this through a top break on GNUS. I just shorted 54s here. Going to get some out in front of 9 even. Just got 30-cent winners, so we'll floss it off as I should and stop hitting keys and work out of some of this trade, guys. But 920 looking like it's holding up. 955 short. I'm going to see if we can't get this one to keep going.
29.99 here, 29.70. We are long now. WMG, so that's a new one we just took out right now. Long $33. WMG, Warner Music Group. Let's see what happens. We're going to give it all the way back down here to 30 and change. Let's see if this one wants to keep going all day. And oh yeah, by the way, XSPA. Bang, now one to the upside, $1.55 long. We're continuing to run up here. 69 seems to be reserving this one, so we'll wait to see what it does do, but more coming here. Neil, catapult.
I'm hitting the catapult. We just got some out at 880 there, so 70-cent win on GNUS. Very, very quick action. It's wild, man. Looking at the level 2 here, just came from 880 right to 930 in a matter of seconds, so I'm thinking reload possibility for me at 940, 950 in that range. The same price we got if it wants to get there. Otherwise, might have to get more aggressive. It's still going to be a breakout long. If it takes a top off on GNUS at any point, a high of the day, we're going long through those prices because that's just been what's working on this stock. But right now, we're working this 954. No reason to get out of this short. It's underneath $9. $8 was the key level we're also going to be involved in as well, guys.
And we're sitting at 74 and WMG and bang! There it is, a quick 60-cent winner there. Floss that up. We're going upside. We're still long, 33.08. This is $1 in the money. Did I say $1? I meant $1.40. Did I say $1.40? I meant $1.50. Here we go. We're still ripping up here. WMG, guys. Hello, we did it. Guys, I keep saying this every day, but guess what? We did it again, and there's another cowbell for you here. We are long and in the money, $1.70 now on WMG, just still ripping to the top side. Let's take some out ahead of 35. I don't know where this thing's going to stop, but beautiful long here on WMG, 33.08, took some out 75, and now we're going to wait to see what this wants to do. Maybe here through 35, WMG for the win. Guys, this is how we're doing it. Just another day for me. Let's go.
And Neo pulls back. I was looking for 65 to 70. That dip was to 83 before bouncing right to the top. And look at this, stopped on a dime at that pre-market high. So breakout still in play if it wants to take out that 611, not 610. It is 611, and that is that high. So still going to have a stop order through that price to make sure we can get into that little bit of a long trade. And there goes GNUS. I mean, it takes out the high, and then once again, it's just trying to press to the upside. So we make money on the short, like 80 cents, and now eventually every single time, all roads lead to reversing long in this stock.
Wow.
That just seems like it's the way. Quick scalp out, but we'll see if this one actually holds 9 even on the downside this time, guys. It is what it is. You just can't fight this one. Bob Ross is probably winning. I wonder if he has any kind of a stake in this.
Yeah, I wonder. Save through 20. My order goes out, guys. I only crossed up 5 pennies and completely missed the trade. That would have been an absolute monster. Thanks for you guys talking about that. Thanks for Brendan. We missed the trade, but who got it, guys? I put in the chat there, whoever got saved there. Congratulations on that one. Okay, just to give you guys a recap, we get out 34.20 24. We only have a third left right now. Warner Music Group, only a third left. Now I'm going to get less conservative or less aggressive, more conservative. Well, actually, you know what? I don't want to lose. I hate when you take a trade, it rips up, you pocket a whole bunch of cash, and then it just comes right back down against you. So we're out of 2/3 of this name. Big trade there, big trade. We're going to wait. I'm going to get out now if it goes back down below 32.50. So I'm only going to hold this one 50 cents against me and get out of that one. So I'm going to cancel my stop order now and work that one out. Boeing now goes long, 183.70. Let's see if that one keeps going to the upside. Boeing right now, 183.70. Let's see if we can crack through 184. If we do that, then it's going to be a banger. Bang again. Boeing ripping up here. What a day, guys. Let's keep this going.
Absolutely, and do not use stops on GNUS. You just get wicked out all over the place, guys. I'm going to stick with the shorts on this one. The long, quickly in, quickly out, and then took the rest out for a 30-cent hit. Thankfully, we had the good short, and I think that's what I'm going to be hunting at least for the rest of the day if we don't break $10 on that name. It's a big one. We're going to get back to it over and over again, but I do want to jump back to a huge. We didn't talk about it in the pre-market. It's still making moves, but very, very thinly traded. It's slipping down heavily right now. Watch for a 6-even break on huge if you can. Just remember, shorting, we might have to do it in Toronto instead of in the US, guys.
Guys, look at Boeing, 185. You know, we're long 183.70 here. Bang, what a day it's been, guys. We're huge already, so let's just keep this going. Out some here, 92s, out some out 80s. We took American long. That went nicely in the money, but we are ignoring it because we're doing other things. So let's see here. AAL, we are long right now, 20s. We did talk about that one. Boeing, just a ripper to the upside. Big time trade there. WFG moving for us as well. Here goes AAL. Let's go. What a day. What a day. Wow.
And there goes CCL. So first thing we looked for was test that top and fail. I wanted to see it fail. So 1750 has failed. It's still going to be a breakout through that price, but there's a halt on GNUS. Brennan, what do you got?
COTY, guys, another one we were talking about yesterday, starting to go here as well. Just took the top off 520, pre-market top there. Huge volume again. We mentioned the Kardashian connection on this one yesterday, guys.
Dang! This is what a monster day this is. AAL out here. Boeing, $2 winner right now, and still ripping. $2, $3 maybe in the cards. Let's go, guys. 183.70. We just cracked 186. So we're out. We only have 30% of that one left. We did get out of a lot of our AAL there on the upside. So, guys, what a day. Let's just keep this momentum going for you. It's only 9:36, and we're already had a great day here. XSPA as well, making those moves. So
guys, that was a volatility halt, of course, on GNUS. It'll be open up in about 4 minutes, guys. So about 9:40, so it broke through $10. Now we're going to have to get back involved here off this reopen. I think it's likely to open higher, but if it does, on the off chance that it opens below $10, at that point we'll be looking for a short. Otherwise, you're looking to see if you can't catch that party back into the upside. I want to get you guys back to Carnival Cruise, as that is now failing in through 17 even. Any bounce, it's going to be a quick little long. I didn't want it inside of this range. It's a break outside of 17 to 1750 that's going to mostly interest me in Carnival. And watch out American Airlines taking off the top as well.
Guys, great job. Yeah, and thanks for bringing up Cody there. It makes me feel better because yesterday I gave it to all of the viewers. So if you guys are trading options or whatever, I loved Cody yesterday through 450. And unfortunately, it didn't happen on the show, but it did happen later on, and that was a money-making opportunity for sure. And now Cody goes to 525. You know, anything those Kardashians touch, gold. So, okay, Boeing right now coming back down. We're out. We only have 20% left. Boeing, what a destruction on that one. Look at this trade. Bang, that upside. Look at where we got some at 185.79 for Boeing. So what a great trade that was. American, we're basically out of that one. We had to get some out as it does fail back through. Big winner still, but American not. We should just got more out at 13.30 there for that 10-cent win. But unfortunately, this one did fade back in. Just in case you didn't notice, a lot happening right here. But big trade there today. Big trades all around the place. We're still waiting for GNUS to break that $30 or that $8 mark. Here comes AAL right to the downside. Let's take a closer look at it.
Here's a huge sell coming in here in NEO, guys, and trying to bounce right off of that 565 mark, which is what we were talking about earlier. So it did just dip down there. I'm going to see if we can't get a few shares in here, sort of start a position on the way in. And I get, look, you don't always have to catch a falling sword. I understand if you guys don't want to do that. But I like this level down here, 565, 570. And for me, if I don't put an order in there and try and catch them on the way down, I might forget about this trade. So I'm going to let this one run to about 550 or so. If it bounces in the moment it makes any kind of consolidation, that's when I would add to the position. Otherwise, not adding in this free fall, with the market actually going to the upside, guys. And another name, starting a short position in XSPA to see if it can hold that high that it made at $1.78.
Yeah, let's see if, we're getting out of some XSPA, another 10-cent winner, bang that one out. Huge, guys. Okay, we'll just give you our positions quickly here. There's not really much to update because I'm out of pretty much everything. WMG, monster winner. We don't have it on anymore. AAL still long 21s here at 7 cents out. Whatever. We only have 10% of that position left. Boeing's $1.50 in the money. Gave that one to you. That one's been a home run for me today. I think Boeing, Boeing my number one stock there. And then XSPA. Hey, you guys already know about that one. Your boy is back. Let's go.
Guys, GNUS will be open in just a couple of minutes. I do not want to miss this one for you. If you're tracking Luck and Coffee, we did not talk about this name yet. But 285, it continues to run to the upside. 285 looks like a break. 250 is going to be support for me. As I mentioned about NEO, picking this little bottom area, it did just bounce heavily off 560, so sort of right in our target range. I can begin sort of adding to this position as we dig into a dip buy like we did at 380 just on the way. I mean, it seems like it was only yesterday, but of course, that's like 40% ago. So I'm going to see if we can't round out this bottom here on NEO. Going to add to my position at 70 in front of 56 as well, guys. So 65. So 65 to 70 is an entry level. You can't let it go past 50, in my opinion. Brennan, what do you got, bud?
AMRS, guys, big offering announced this morning. They actually were higher in the pre-market here, but announced an offering. Got all the way down here to 420. But look at this. We're right back up, right at $5 right now for this name. AMRS doing decent volume as well today, guys.
I got to look for something on the sell side here. So we do dump our AAL. So we'll flush AAL down the toilet. It's actually completely a flat trade because of what we had left. So unfortunately, we were ringing the register on the upside there. Should have took more out. I just believed in it a little bit more than probably we should have. So there we go. AAL to the upside now. It just looks like it's going to the upside there, but it does stop down. We'll see if we can't find maybe a bottom pick here somewhere. It's back into this garbage area. That would have been a good spot to pick up some longs, but of course now it's coming fading back in. This is VWAP all the way down to 1282, so watch out for that one on AAL. NIO's a big one. Delta. Oh yeah, Robert, remember when we talked about Delta and I said that we would come back into this 2970 area? It's 2970 right now. So let's see if we can't take a long on Delta if it does break back above 30. That's not looking horrible. I'll confirm that with you guys in a couple seconds. But yeah, it needs to go back above 30 for sure. So 30.05 or so on a 12-minute chart. Looks good. 3-minute chart as well. $30 upside here on Delta. But right now they are fading these companies. So let's wait to see on this. AAL maybe also good. Wow, Delta, yeah, they're hitting it, guys. Up 5%. They're just hitting it down.
Yeah, reopen here on GNUS. I'll get to NEO in a second, which we picked the bottom of just now, so that's working in the money for us. But GNUS again trying to make another run to the top side. We're going to look at the halt price of 1035. High is 1050. 1035 to 1050 will be in a range to be able to get out of it. If you're shorting it, do not let it run past that price. For us, we had to pay for shorts today on this one, so some of you might not have the locates. I'm taking usually always a shot on any reopen that hangs out lower than that previous price of 1035. I'm going to take my shot in here. And again, we made money the first time short. That's why I feel pretty comfortable going with this one. But just don't let it take the top off. Brendan, what do you got?
CLDR, guys, just broke that pre-market high we were talking about. Little tiny wick there, 1130 got taken out on decent volume. Again, 1150 and then 75 still to go. But CLDR showing some strength as well.
Cloudera, yeah. You know what? What did I write down on that one? Let's see, because we talked about Cloudera getting back to that 11. Yeah, shoot.
Oh wow,
missed that one. Yeah, that was a big miss there. We did talk about that. I hope you guys.
Yeah, I just got triggered into Cloudera there because 1140 was the level I was looking at. So as I get triggered out of GNUS, I got to stop hunting shorts. The first one was good. That one was not, guys. So Cloudera just got triggered long 1140. I did promise I would get you back to NEO here. I talked about buying the dip at 380. I talked about buying the dip at 565 to 570. We got 68.5 as an average price right now. It's back up to VWAP. So, that's the kind of thing where I'm going to take some shares out on the way up. Looking for another potential dip. It's a quick, you'll call it here about 20-cent win on these shares. I got a 10-cent win on a bunch down here as well. But I'm looking for it to maybe bounce to the downside again. The market is strong. If I can buy a dip here, I'm going to try and do that. I'm loading up in front of a level. We identified that key level earlier, and now we're just taking advantage of it. XSPA looks like it wants to take a pop off again. So 180 is the new high. Got to watch out. Don't let that one break.
What up? Bang! There it is. Yes. Big trade there. Chicken dinner winners for everybody today on XSPA. $1.55 we're long. Hello, look where we're just getting out. If this is not the chart of the day here, I mean, bang this to the upside here. Big size like Neil mentioned here at $1.80. Let's hope that breaks and then we'll just rip her up to the upside here. We still got on a decent position here. So let's see if this can't go. Next stop, $2. All aboard on XSPA. Let's see if it does break 180. That's been resistance here. We just took some out at 79. So we'll see if it breaks through 180. Give us another one, Brendan.
GoGo here, guys, up significantly. 22.5%, just broke 320 there on huge volume. They provide broadband services in the U.S. GoGo. Huge move so far today, guys.
All right, Nicola, I see you there. Kevin, let's give a quick look to NK.
Not traded yet.
Oh, it's not open yet? No, it's open.
Is
NKLA.
it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
NKLA here, open. I guess it's on New York, I believe. That's should be
on the NASDAQ.
Oh, you know what? We don't have the symbol. We don't have the symbol in our system right here. So unfortunately, guys, I'll get that super chat. We'll get you tomorrow, Kevin. Please make a message to us. It's not in our platform, so that was a big fail on that one. So Nicola not there, but we can look again at GNUS. I haven't traded that today. We were going long yesterday, but today, no. I can't believe another 40% there. Sorry about that with Nicola there, Kevin F. I will get to you tomorrow, so I can't really review it right now, but here goes Genius Brand straight up. There's no shorting in sight for this name, guys. I don't know what to do. But there goes XSPA breaking through 180, so we'll floss it off again and ring the registers. The day is just a booming one. Follow me on Twitter, guys. You'll see everything you need on there. $1.90. I said next stop $2, so here we go. $1.92, $1.93, $1.94, eventually $1.99, and we'll see what it does up there. But wow, what a winner, guys. Yeah, there is no lucky ball or crystal ball here, but there is the lucky frog. Thank you so much, my love, for making that for me. It's been a big help, as I don't know the last time we lost, guys.
I'm looking at a pullback in Cloudera here, about 11.20 or so. So it's been a nice trend to the upside. We talked about filling in that gap. It's trying to do that. It broke into a target range. Now I'm looking for a dip buy to get the rest of my position in front of about $11 even as an area stop. I don't believe in a hard stop on a stock like Cloudera, given its liquidity. But if it pulls into the 20s or so, I think that's where you may take a shot at any kind of a consolidation. I'm also looking on NEO here to basically reload this one. It is pulling back in, unfortunately not quite down to the price that I would have liked to add to my long. I am still long at 568. I would love to get it in the low 70s if possible, not extend myself too far into that position. But either way, we still have that one in the money for us. And the XSPA reversed to the long. I got slipped to 83 on that 180 break. So liquidity actually is quite good. Massive seller that's about to get chewed up here on XSPA. They're going to get through that $2 even area very, very quickly, guys. So I tried a couple of shorts here and they don't work. The long now working like gangbusters. Only longs for me right now, Cloudera, NEO, and XSPA. But I am looking for an opportunity in American Airlines. And we also talked about, of course, Carnival Cruise.
Yeah, let's take GNUS if it does break down below 1085 or so. But yeah, this might be it. Let's just get out of our GNUS here, and we do get out. So we're going to wait to see if it comes. It just has to go back here to 194, 195, and we'll dump this one. But XSPA, what a win there, catapulting our net, just a crazy win. Let's look at GNUS. I like that 1085 level. There it goes. So now we're short GNUS. Look at this trade, guys, right here. Short 1079, and bang, there it is. Another one. It's going to halt, baby. So let's get some out and bang. There it is. A quick 75-cent winner on GNUS. It's home run central. Halt, baby. You know you want to halt. Look at this. It wants to halt. Let's go. Let's halt. Halt, 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 halt. Bang. There's the halt. We talked about that live on the show. We've got this. What are we making money on today? Boeing. Boeing. You know, big cap stock. WMG. Brand new stock. XSPA, hello, we know about that stock. And now GNUS, your boy is back. Look at this short here. 1079 out, 1004. Okay, time to tweet this one out. Let's go. What do you got, Neil? Brendan, let's go.
What a flush on that. Yeah, absolutely. Have a look at eBay, guys, up 7.4%. Coming back in, we topped out at 52, but all the way back below 50 now for eBay. They increased their Q2 forecast in the pre-market this morning. Big move up in the pre-market, but we're coming back on eBay, guys.
eBay.
Coming back on CIDM as well, guys. Watch this little pullback into $5. It is a big-time move. It just went to 6. We talked about it being parabolic. Wait for the sellers to come in. The sellers just showed up like gangbusters here. So I'm hunting this one at about 5 even. We tried to get some shares on the way down. I don't want to chase too far. Looks like there should be a bit of support here at 450. If that does round off, look for a quick long into that price, guys. So Cloudera, we're still working with this one. It's now consolidating in our reload range. So right here at 1120 or so, that's the first leg down. We're going to see if we can't buy the dip. And we did a video on that one, guys. Remember, we are premiering a video today on stop orders. That's going to be right after the show at 12 o'clock. We'll jump right over. We'll be on the chat. We'll be talking through that video, answering questions live on that chat. I do still also have a long position in NEO. No shorts on right now, oddly enough, which is different for me. No consolidation in the low 70s, so we're just going to hang out with this 568 long. Look for it to break back up to $6. Of course, that's going to be a bit of a target for us for the rest of the day. Until it gets there, I'm long in front of that 560 range, guys.
All right, let's just see. I just tweeted this out, guys. Follow me on Twitter. Hopefully you guys are able to do that. We did just crack over to, oh wow, 2020, guys. And look, we're just tweeting out our little positions here. This is GNUS. We talked about that. XSPA, big stock there. We don't need to talk about that one either. A little bit of a morning action here on the top. But yeah, join me, guys. Join us all on Twitter. We're all over there posting all day, afternoon as well, answering questions, going crazy. LK popping off? Okay. I mean, there's more and more stuff. Yes, LK is popping off. I like LK. So let's see here what Luckin's going to do. I am very excited, guys. We do have risk here on GNUS. So we'll wait to see what this one wants to do. To the downside now, I put a bid at $9. I got screwed on huge yesterday, being stuck in a halt, so maybe make up for it today. I got a bid down here, $9 on Genius Brand. So let's wait to see if that one comes through as well. But yeah, LK definitely popping off.
Yes, $3 even about to break right here. It's already done one break. You're probably looking to dip by at 284, 285 if it does happen. You want to see if that even dollar area rejects. I mean, XSPA rejected $2, came right back to that breakout at 175, 180 and gave you another entry, and now we're testing back up around that high. So maybe a similar thing can happen here in Luckin. I think if that's the case, you're looking at a 285 area type buy on a dip. Otherwise, it's a breakout through 3 even on Luckin Coffee, guys. So I'm not gonna chase that one. We're gonna wait for either one of those prices to go long. And look, if you're enjoying this action, hit the like and subscribe. You want to make sure you join in here at 9 o'clock so we can go over some of these names. I'm looking at NEO here, and I didn't reload. I will take a few more shares off at VWAP and then see if we can't hold the rest to 6 even. Brennan, what do you got?
KZR here, guys. KZR Life Sciences up 75%. Aftermarket yesterday, you can see they announced some positive trial data on a lupus drug that they are working on. So a couple of upgrades now this morning in addition to that on this name. 75%. We're coming up to $8 on KZR, guys.
KZR. That's an interesting sounding name. Guys, I do want to get back to that CIDM. I keep wanting to say the Bob Ross stock, but it is doing a bit of rounding in front of that 450 mark. I just triggered into Carnival Cruise on a pullback, so we'll get to that in a second, long in front of that 17 range. But there is a bit of a move happening on CIDM again. You see it winding up to make a break. You're probably talking about a 5 to 515 area break, or to the downside, if 450 gets let go on CIDM, we're going to be jumping into that short trade. So watch it to get outside of this range, and then we're going to jump into a trade, guys.
Yeah, we're out of that XSPA, so I know you guys talking about that one. That one was a big winner, so we alley-oop ourselves for that one. In at 903 on XSPA, and then out at that $2 break, and yeah, cash money, needless to say. Okay, I'm waiting for Boeing here. I like this bottom break here. Oh, actually, the bottom's a little bit lower than I put in. 33, 34, 35. Let's see if we can't take that bottom out on Uber, so we're looking for that one. We're still stuck in GNUS. It's the only position we have on. We can throw on our position board just to show you guys what this looks like. We are working on a better position board as well, but here it comes. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3, bang. I'll hit it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1078 short. Okay, it's back open now, so let's get out of this one as it does not tank all the way down, guys. Genius Brands, let's go.
The market absolutely screaming to the upside here, 97.40 on the NQ. So we're basically 0.5% to the upside when we were looking to be down in the market. Carnival moving into this little VWAP range. It's going to have to hold VWAP for me to stay into the short. I wanted it to break out of the range. It started to the downside, so I'm going to work with short trades for now. Sort of against the market here, but again, it's just the setup that I've noticed happen in this stock for 2 sessions in a row.
Bang, guys, another one. We just talked about Boeing before we got interrupted by Genius Brands. Boeing long right here. We just took it 180.50. Here we go. We take out 50 cents. Now here's $1. I mean, guys, I don't know. Explode money. I don't even know what to hit. You got to make some more things here for some cash because, yeah, we're just blowing it up right in front of people's face right now. 181. Keep going to the upside here on Boeing there. It does stop at that VWAP. Should have noticed that instead of looking for these buttons, but we'll get some out. 181.50. See if we can't take another smooth dollar on this one. Here it goes. 181.50. There it is. That's where we're long, guys. Boeing, another dollar. We did it for you again. Cowbell alert, guys. Thanks for following.
And got that nice little dip buy here in Cloudera, so we were able to pick it up at 11.20. You see it bounce off VWAP here, so we're long this one at an average price of 11.35. It's heading back towards the top. 11.50 breaks, that's when we'd start to take anything off of it, but nothing yet. NEO, we're still watching it just glide towards the upside. You know, very simple structured trade here. You did have to step in front of the sword a little bit, but once it did start to bounce, you're able to add to the position right in our target range of 65 to 70. It just broke through 90, so we'll take some shares on the way up to 6 even. This is rinse and repeat from that 380 move before. We talked about a 350 break on it. 380 was resistance that turned into support. The same thing is happening here at 565 on NEO. So watching it trend to the upside once again, I'm going to get shares out in front of 6 even and then still hold some for a break at the top at 611. Brendan, what do you got, bud?
Just looking at some news on Tetraphase, guys, being picked up by Melinta. Looks like some deal news here. Tetraphase, or Melinta buying Tetraphase, $39 million up front, plus a potential contingent value right in cash of $16 million. There's a whole bunch of conditions on that. So MLNT and TTPH, guys.
Come on, Boeing. Let's just keep going. Yeah, we'll look at those ones. And that's what, if you're just joining us for the first time, Brendan, I mean, bang, there we go. So, you know, we got this one. Good name there, Brendan, for you. Yeah, we just keep going to the upside. Guys, 3,400 viewers right now. So thank you for that. I mean, it's our highest number ever, I think, at one time. So we will hit a fire, or we'll hit a confetti there because I can't find the fireworks. But there we go, guys. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, like, whatever, anything you got so far, guys. Make sure you do that on all of the platforms you're watching on here. We'll see Boeing. We get some out. You know, again, the same kind of trade. It seems like we get out and we hold that last 10%, and it seems to lose for us. So, you know what? I'm just going to get out if this one does break back down below where we got in. I don't need to hold this one. Futures up huge. Boeing already up 4 or 5%. So let's get out if this does break back down below 180. But yeah, Boeing not continuing the move upside. We'll see what happens as we're going, guys. Yeah, GNUS is insane. People loving the bang. That's good, guys. Yeah, we'll try to lower the volume on that. I know a lot of you are, again, using headsets, but hey, when you're trading real money and making these kind of winners, it does get exciting. So we'll just do this instead. Have some chicken, relax, have a barbecue, and we'll all win together. It's been a monster day. Thank you to all our viewers.
Luckin with a break through that 3 even. It did get up towards that 310 mark. It couldn't break 310, so got to 309, pulling back. I think your first area, you can sort of forget about that 285. It never gave you that dip. It might give you a dip down to the 295 range if you're patient enough to hold on for that one, guys. But we're still working on NEO because that one just got to 97. Pulled back. I think you can now safely say buy in the 75s and 80s and don't wait for that 65 mark. Luckin Coffee, I think maybe you want to play this range. Buy this one maybe in a 95 to 3 even. Allow it to go back to that 285. That would be VWAP. I think it's a good shot that it can hold that price. So Luckin, we're involved for the first time today after seeing this now move from that $2 mark, which we did mention, of course, was going to be a buy. If it holds that long with possible deal rumors, you know there's going to be a pop at some point. And that's exactly what happened here in Luckin Coffee. American Airlines, guys, I have not traded this one yet, despite saying that I was really interested in it. It really has been very, very choppy. It breaks 13. It goes up only 25 cents. It's come back down. It's putting in a bit of a lower high right now, so it's having some resistance through the top. 1330 could be a break. Otherwise, I might be looking for a short in front of this 1330. Very, very tight stop here, sort of similar to Carnival, where I'm going to give it to only 15 cents to see if we can't make a move back through 13 and then towards the low. On AAL, I did like the long initially, but it just can't break outside of the range.
Yeah, AAL, we did have that long initially, and it was a good one. And then, like I said, we're about flat because you can see we captured some profit, was a monster trade, and then all of a sudden fell on our face. So, okay, Boeing just went in the money like $1.50 there, and we didn't take it. I think we need to do that next time. It's resisted off here 182 a bunch of times, so we're long at 180.50. Didn't take that out at 182, so I think if it breaks that level, we could be going for more, so that's why we wait for that, and I think it's right up here, 183. So we break 182, let's put an order out about 182.70 or so, see if we can't get that. Otherwise, we'll dump this if it breaks back down below 180. Futures just so heated here, and this name is as well. So let's just wait to see if there's more upside, but we've already captured out my number one stock on the day by far. Hit the confetti today. Well, it's not by far. It's Boeing and XSPA. Also, Warner Music Group, another big one here. This is why you get out, guys. I mean, look at this. Bang here. 1/3, 2/3. Final trade all the way down here, so that's a 50-cent loser, dollar winner. So you can see how far this falls, back down to 30. Wow, yeah, very, very crazy stock, that one. Our Genius brands were still short at 1078, but again, we only have a small position on. We did capture that profit. The halt does not work in our favor once again, so we'll wait to see here. We're gonna get out if it takes out the top 1170, so we'll take a dollar hit on that one and then basically be flat after all of that. But what a great trade that was on GNUS. We are ready, though, for Brendan at the big screen. Oh, here comes GNUS. What's happening now?
Hey guys, yeah, 10 o'clock, half an hour in the books already, just like that. Pretty mixed board if we have a look at North American markets right across, top to bottom. You can see we were pretty much higher across the board right at the open, but then we're kind of leaking back to the downside here. S&P 0.8%, you can see the Dow 0.07%, the NASDAQ here still in positive territory. So we've seen over the past couple of days, anytime the NASDAQ tech stocks are leading, that's definitely good for the market, but about 0.3%, 0.2% for the NASDAQ there. These are just the composite NASDAQ and the NASDAQ 100 mentioned at the beginning of the show. 0.3% as of the close yesterday for the NASDAQ 100 from all-time highs. Pretty impressive. The Russell, where's the small cap? There we go. 0.6% to the downside. Here in Toronto, the TSX not really doing a heck of a lot. We did try and go higher at the open, but right back to break even. You can see 0.1% to the downside for the TSX. Down in Brazil, the BOVESPA about 0.5% to the downside as well. So a little bit of a muted start to the day. Here we go. CNQ here in Toronto to the downside as well. About 1.3%. We were trading a little bit higher than this yesterday, but sold off quite hard into the close. Was looking at this. There was news this morning in the pre-market, so did give you a bit of a flush off the open. It was a little tricky as far as thinly traded, but nice one to look at today, CNQ. Suncor, the other one. Oil obviously pressuring some of these energy names as well. Down 1% for Suncor. Also gapping to the downside this morning. And here's that huge, we mentioned it yesterday, they obviously had an offering today in the pre-market, so a little bit of a move to the downside. No volume continuation wise for huge today, only about 300,000 shares so far traded today. Guys, back over to you.
Yeah, the volume not very big on huge, unfortunately, guys. But one name that has done some volume and is bouncing to the upside, just watch out. Hertz is making a big move towards $1 again, so you're getting a couple of depressed names starting to move to the upside. Watch for a one even break on Hertz. Also watch out for a one even to hold. Sometimes you get a failure on a penny stock at $1, and it can be a nice little place to jump into some selling, guys. So Hertz firmly on my radar now. CIDM finally came in for me. I needed to see some real selling come in here. It's broken the bottom end of that range at 450. So I grabbed these shorts here at 445. Add somewhere in 465, 470 range with an out at this little top here, and it's wicked up to 510, 515. So you probably have to give it some room past $5, guys.
Yeah, guess what, guys? We did it once again. CCL, nice little long, 1720 out here, 2728. Boom, CCL is the money maker. We talked about going long through 1720, and here it is. Bang that to the upside. Guess what else, guys? I'm stuck in another halt. So Genius Brands, I'm still short. It's the same stock. We're still short. We've crushed it. Short 1077, out here 1005, out here again 1050, and now we're dropping down. This is $1 in the money right now on a halt. But CCL going upside as well. We're long that one. We still have got long Boeing right now. Bang to Boeing. Here we go, guys. 180.50. We're long. This is $1.50 in the money on Boeing. Oh, we take short on Uber. That is now 2 cents in the money. We're going to wait for 40 to break. But right now, guys, 4 positions on, all monster winners. Let's keep this train going. What up, BWick?
GNPX. Whole bunch of G symbols for some reason today, but GNPX 12% today. A couple of upgrades on this one. Just broke $3 again on huge volume, guys. Popping up on a volume scanner here for Genprex, name from the past.
Nice. Like when those things pop off. Here we go. CCL just taking more. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to do. We'll just hit perfect. That's the way I feel today's going right now. It's just a perfect day for us here. It just keeps on going. Boeing. Okay, Boeing. It's not time yet, but it may be just this time because I feel like we got to drop this. It's getting very close to that time because right now, guys, fruit salad time. I mean, what's happening right now in this market is just crazy. Boeing 182.50. We're long 180.50 now. Today's fruit salad, by the way, brought to you by Kiwi, the exotic fruit that everyone loves that is now back in your grocery stores. Kiwi, loving Kiwi here in Ontario. But okay, just looking for some sponsorships here for some Kiwi posts. 182.39. We'll see about getting out here if it cracks back down through 182. Big time wins happening everywhere. Let's wait till Genius Brands opens back up, guys.
Yeah, and someone was asking for neo pullbacks. I mean, it's at this point, it's sort of just hanging on to this long. I mean, it hasn't given me any kind of a real dip, and now it might be VWAP here at 580, 585 range for a buy, but I haven't added to it other than when we added back at 68. So we're still hanging with just that one long position. I am going to work into this CDM a little bit more here as that one has come in just a little bit, but also going to work into that Hertz. We just talked about the dollar break to the upside, so it's above $1 now. If it can hold above $1, you might see a bit of a base of action or operations for any kind of a long to be sustained, but it's such a parabolic move already. CIDM is still up 250%, but it is looking like it wants to try another leg to the downside. You can't let this one go past 5.15 area. That's going to be your hard line on a short.
Sorry about this, guys. But it's time for once again another dance, everyone's favorite belly dance right there. We will not be doing that when we get 100,000 subscribers, but look at Boeing, guys. This trade just works out perfectly for me. We trade it early, 183.70, bang that to the upside. We wait for it to fall down. We grab that here, bang that again. I'm going to tweet this one out, so hopefully you guys like that one. CCL as well, out now at the tops here. I'm going to try to let the rest of this run, but this has been a big day, big trading happening all over the place today. The only thing we have on right now that's a little bit of a problem, and by problem I mean not one, is Uber. We're short 36.50. I don't know if this is going to be a good trade or not. We're going to give it up to this spot here. This is nowhere near a big position. This is a wait. I'm waiting for this. I want 36.35, 36.40 to break first. So we just took a small one hoping that the futures would maybe cool down, but they're not. So we'll wait to see if that one folds back down. 36.65, but Boeing, wow, what a good trade there. Follow me on Twitter. Brendan, again, got another one.
Another one looking a little frothy today here, guys. Clarvita, CCC down at 1.5%. They had a huge offering announced in the pre-market. Onyx involved in this one, still holding a majority stake even with the offering, but 22.50 here, looking like a bit of a level. Might want to test lower, but relative volume huge on CCC today, guys.
Yeah, and another one here for you guys. Michael, just remember that name. We didn't have a lot of volume in the pre-market. It didn't have much action. But it did fail at 480. We're looking at $5. Forget about that. 420 was, of course, a level that we kind of joked about. Breakout point off the open. It's now back at that 420 mark. So this could be a nice little pivot for you here. Looking for a possible break to the downside. Either that, or if it levels off, you catch a little bit of a scalp trade to the long side. It's done good volume. It's now done 3.7 million shares. Really picking up after the open. This is why you want to wait for these ones to open up. You get a bit of a move. You have a better idea what the ranges might be. I'm looking at Luckin Coffee. We talked about a possible pullback buy in front of VWAP. Look, it did wick down here to 290, but it was really fast. I wasn't able to catch it on the way back up. If it does level off, we'll try to pick up some shares down there at about 292, 293. Brennan, what do you got?
So many things to look at today, guys. Tyson Foods coming in here on a bit of a volume scanner. There was a story that came out in the afternoon yesterday. You can see a huge flush on this name, 63.5 down to 58, about chicken price fixing or something along those lines. But back to the upside today for TSN. Decent volume behind this move as well, just coming up to 63 here. 5% already for TSN, guys.
Guys, there it is. Look at Carnival, guys. We just keep doing it. It just keeps on going. Every day I feel like we're just barbecuing up the winners, but yet this is yet to happen. Bang, no blow-ups there. What? That's a fireworks. I thought that was a barbecue. Okay, 1735. Look where we're long CCL, guys. 1721. Just keeps ripping up. This is what we're doing every day for you. Oh, yeah, and Genius Brands opens back up, and guess what happens, guys? It goes all the way down to 920. We're still stuck short right here. 1079. So, bang, there it is. Another $1 $2 winner. So I feel like we are kind of looking this gift horse in the mouth here. Maybe I should get out. I just think this thing just keeps dropping. So let's wait to see where this one wants to go. I don't even care if I lose. This is fun at this point. We're up so much today. It's been a fantastic day. You can see the profits below. It's just been rocking and rolling for us as Carnival just keeps going up. 17.35. Let's take some out, guys. We're along 17.20. So we are taking some out. I have about 30-40% left of this position. It's a big day. I hope you're enjoying it. It's been fun for us. Let's just keep the momentum going, guys.
Yeah, here comes Hertz at that $1 mark. It's got to hold and bounce if you want this long trade for me. If it does break down below, I think you take at least one shot at the short. It'll probably give you at least a 4 or 5 cent type of move to the downside. I am watching that CIDM as well, guys. It gave you a bit of a pop, and we did talk about trying to find a place to add to your position. I went ahead and did that. Want to see if we can't take some out in front of VWAP. Remember, not going to let that 5 go out of the way here. So CIDM up 250, starting to come back in.
Yeah, guys, here go wheelbarrow time. I see you, Daryl. Good look, buddy, going short with me here at 10.50. Yeah, here we go. Genius Spreads. See ya. That's it. We take that out right there, breaking through 880. That was my bid at 9. She's going to halt again right now. So we get out there at 9 for a $2 winner. It was actually a mistake. It is going to halt again here in a couple seconds. Didn't mean to get out there. There it is. There's the halt. We didn't mean to get out there at 9, but we did have a pending bid. So look at this, guys. Bang, bang. Big trade on that one. Follow on Twitter. Let's get going, guys. Genius tank there. It's just been a nasty, nasty trade today. But let's not cry over spilled milk because we've cashed out of that one. So now Genius Brands, big trade there. Lots of stuff happening. Just keep making that money today. We traded today. Look, AAL, that's a banger. Not really, that's a flat one. Boeing's been huge. CCL, huge. Genius, don't need to tell you about that one. WMG, one of the better trades here off the open. We get super excited. We take this name again. You want to trade the names that are moving. What about WMG, an IPO from yesterday? Oh yeah, by the way, Brendan, we got to wait for ZI to open up soon. And then we have Uber on right now as well. So what a big day here today, guys. I hope you're having a good time. I did not mean to get out of that GNUS trade, but we did. So ho-hum on that one. Follow me on Twitter, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not out of CIDM, but I have taken a few shares off in front of VWAP. I did mention it could run into resistance down there. If we blow through it, I did mention I want to be able to hold some. You got to hang on to half your position to get that bigger move. If it breaks this VWAP 435 price, you are looking at a $4 test, and from there about 360. So we're going to hang on to this. I can't let it go past 5. Short at 485. Right now, it's in the money 40 cents. It was about 50 a second ago, but it is time for us to go to Brendan. He's at the big screen right now. I guess it's now the special screen. It's a lot better these days.
Hey guys, yeah, time for upgrades and downgrades. Interesting moves. We just mentioned one of these names you can see down here, Tyson's. 5%. Nice look for Tyson's back to the upside, even after that huge flush yesterday on that chicken price fixing news. I want to mention this one. Earnings yesterday, American Eagle also having a nice day, back to the upside. One of the retailers, but have a look at it. Over there, Oxy, 2.5% to the downside. Oil prices a little bit weak today. So the energy names are moving lower. Here's TSN now 5.12%. This was that move yesterday. Huge flush in the afternoon. Some price fixing in the chicken markets, apparently. So we're back to the upside, 5% for TSN. Nice look. Just kind of grinding higher. A nice, easy trade for TSN on the long side. Here's an Oxy, 2.5% to the downside now. A little bit choppy. You can see we did test higher initially, but big flush back down for OXY along with oil prices. Guys, let's look at upgrades and downgrades. If you're joining us for the first time, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. We would very much appreciate it. Back over to the guys.
Yeah, just tweeting out this Boeing chart here. And guys, this is what we talk about. Sometimes you don't always need to go perfect on all of your trades, but here's Street Fighter for you guys. Ryu, I challenge anybody on that game as well when you're in Toronto. I just got to find an arcade. I don't know, I haven't played the actual arcade machine in a long time. This is why you scalp out quick, guys. We talked about 183 possibly being a little level of support based on what happened up here, and that's exactly what happened again. So our long 180.50, bang, 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 out right there. So sometimes holding on to a little bit doesn't pay off, and this time it's exactly what we do. We get out and do not hold the rest. So I just cancel my stop order, go there. We do have a premiere today, guys. So right after the show, Valeria will drop the link soon. I don't know when, but you'll see it there on the chat. If you are interested in some of our educational videos, check out our Market Wisdom page. I know Valeria can drop that link. We have a bunch of educational videos, VWAP, short selling, liquidity and whatnot. We did 4 more for you live yesterday. We'll be doing that again next week, every Wednesday at 1 p.m. But get ready for the premiere today on stop orders, I think. And that's exactly what I've been using here today to destroy this market. It's been a fantastic one, guys.
Yeah, that's CIDM. It did make that nice little rollover. If you guys are winning this short here, anywhere in that sort of 60 to 85 range, I got 84s here. I took some out at 04. I took some out on the way down here at 30 as well for a 50-cent win. I am looking to see a couple of legs down at this little consolidation or chop zone, 350 to 380. If we can get a $1.30 win, fantastic. I think at this point it's already a decent trade. We're just hanging on to the last little bit here. Honestly, it's about 20% of the trade, so you've already sort of hit your home run to the short side. You probably want to slide your stop. I'm not going to keep it at $5 here. I'm now only going to risk up to about $4.50. So no matter what happens, the last little bit is going to be a winning trade. Let's throw it to Brennan. What do you got, buddy?
I had to be a little bit patient with AAL, I think, guys. But look at this. Just took out that high. Once again, we're above 1350 on AAL now. 14%. Huge volume. Yeah, nice look. It has been a little bit tricky, but finally, guys.
It's not even that. I put the order in and I missed it.
I actually made that adjustment to my stop orders, so they're a little bit more effective today. I did actually get this AAL break here. It is 11.34. Well, that was the previous high was 13.31. I got 13.34. Check that. It's in the money about 25 cents, and I don't necessarily have any levels. This is what we were looking at on the daily chart, and this is why we liked this breakout through this price. You can see this top end range it's trying to get through at 13.50. Now that it's through, again, you just sort of want to let the money roll with this one in AAL. I don't want to put a trailing stop in. I've had some bad luck with those. Let's see what happens when it gets to the quarter at 75. We'll just take shares out on the way up of this trade. But CIDM, patience is a bit of a virtue. Every trade I'm in and out of fast today has been garbage. Every trade that I've sort of hung out and been patient with has been fantastic. CIDM is going to fall into that category. A $1 winner right now. Looking for a $1.25, $1.30 on the last little bit of these shares here. So a big move in CIDM. It's now up 200%. It was like 250 just minutes ago. Hope you're short with me, guys.
Guys, I really hope that you guys hit this AAL with me early and then maybe even got it again, because this was a monster trade, 13.20. Now it's just ripping to the top side. So we did miss out on that one. But again, thank you for all the comments there on the chat. I mean, yeah, we did have that one early. I'm glad you guys hit that one. It just should be a multiple hundreds and hundreds of dollar winner, but okay, we did get out of that one to the downside. Sometimes discipline hurts, but I like it, so we'll wait to see there. Pain can sometimes be good, and we'll learn from our mistakes on that one. And yeah, we were, like I said, we're barely flat, but identified this one. This is why you guys got to actually, come in and see us every morning at 9 a.m. and also sign up for our watch list. I gave you this level, 13.20 here, and we hit it. The only problem is we got some out at 13.30, then it fell back down, and now the booming to the upside there as well. Let's check out Delta. That's probably doing something very, very similar. The level I had on Delta, I didn't write it down. I don't even know what we talked about on the show, but 30.50. Oh yeah, 29.70. We talked about it going down there. It does that, and now a big move back up in all these names here. So not really sure what's going on. We do have Carnival still long at least. So that's 17.21. So maybe this one can keep going up here. This is a 15-penny winner for us right now. So we'll just wait to see what Carnival wants to do. Our best out is 35. What up, V?
Thank you, Sean, and hey guys, today we'll be doing our next educational premiere video about stop orders. So stay tuned, I'll be sending the link on the chat, hit it, and you will be able to ask us questions, and traders will be on the chat and help you with that. And guys, please support us with likes, hit the thumbs up. Let's reach 1,000 likes before the end of the show as minimum. And of course, subscribe to our channel and catch us live every day at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
I did mention a little bit ago we were talking about a breakout in Hertz and Luckin Coffee. I'll get you to Hertz first off. It just broke down below $1 again, so it looks like it could be a short in front of that buck, even if it holds it. Maybe even better through high of day. 105 could be a potential breakout, or at least a secondary breakout. It's already gone. Obviously, you guys can see that there. We have to pay to be able to short this one, so Hertz, I'm going to see if we can't get some locates to jump into this short if it holds below $1.
Yeah, glad to have that one on GNUS, guys. Glad to have it. Just tweeting that out here again. We're going to watch DraftKings. Again, another big mover. We don't have to tell you guys about that. If you're a trader, you know all about. I got you, Rob. You got all about DraftKings here. If it does break above 42, might be a play we might get into a little bit right now. Well, that's close enough. 41.80, 41.85. Maybe we'll take a little bit long. I was going to wait for 42. Okay, Rob. Now I'll throw it to Brendan. What's up, bud?
Another one in the airline space, guys. JetBlue here, right at pre-market highs. So another one that's trying to break out to the upside. Already 8.5%. It is, however, looking like it's struggling a little bit. So be careful. But huge volume on JBLU today as well, guys.
Yeah, all of those names. And another reload here in Luckin off of VWAP that we just mentioned. And yes, Luckin and Hertz are still on the radar. It is going to be about this consolidation here. I'm going to quickly, it's been a busy morning here. We're going to put up the position board. And one that might not be here for long was getting greedy on Cloudera. This is a move that I wanted to fill in a 10% gap. So it's one of these trades where you're risking 35 cents because you think you can make 50 to $1 on a trade to the upside, but it is about to break that 11, and we have 35 long. American, we're still long at 13.34. That one looks like it's going to be a good one running to the upside. Like I said, I just don't have any obvious prices. My price is not 28. It was a 13.31 break, and I got long at 34 there, guys. Luckin Coffee, we have a three even price to the long side. We're still in NEO as well. That one's long at 5.68. And again, it's a good trade, and we picked the bottom. But we missed out on the first dip buy, the second one. It's now putting in another level here in front of 580. So this is going to be the point where we buy back in. It should be in the 70s, not in the 80s, but it is what it is. I'm buying this little dip here. Average price is going to go up, obviously, because we're down at the bottom where we got that long at 68.
I find myself talking to myself today because, like, look at CCL. You know, like, we call this one, again, a 20-cent banger for you, so we'll floss it off. But, like, we don't have more shares. Like, everything's been working out so huge for us today. So, who knows? Donkey Kong DraftKings bus up there again. Just to let you guys know, I saw that Genius was going to halt. So I did take a small little short here at 804. We're up so huge on it. We just want to give it another shot on this one. But Genius, we talk about that again here, seeing if it's going to open up below now $8. That's where we're short. And here on Twitter, shout out to DJ Khaled because, yeah, Genius, another one. So let's just wait to see what happens on that one. Maybe we'll get a retweet from the DJ himself there. But okay, CCL, we took some out there. We are long DraftKings right now. That's an 8-penny winner. Long 42 even on this one. Let's see if it gets out to 42.25. I like to take some out at the quarters. We'll do that. But here we go again, guys. Another nice little win, it seems like, here on DraftKings as the futures pushing higher and higher. Looks like we're going to break 31.25 soon, guys.
Yeah, wow. The future is making that move to the upside, and the airlines participating is, I guess, the word we're going to use here. 13.80 we just got out, so we'll try to floss this one off. It's just under a 50-cent win. 14, I guess, is the next level. We'll take some shares out in front of it. I'm going to be holding through a break of 14, and remember, this is very similar to what we talked about with Boeing at 159 yesterday. It's just a simple heavy resistance over the course of about a month and a half, and it finally breaks out when it's lagging the rest of the industry, and you get a bit of a breakout. Boeing went 10% that we thought might take a week, and it literally did it in a day, basically. So I don't know where AAL's top is going to be honest with you, and we're just going to hang on for this ride. It breaks 14. I'm going to have shares still on board. If it dips to 13.50, I might be buying that dip as well, guys. So we're going to stay net long here until the trend breaks, and it hasn't shown any sign of that just yet in American Airlines. Time for a small cap recap. Let's go to Brendan at the screen.
Hey guys, yeah, small cap time. Oh, wow, it has been a busy morning in small cap world. There are a lot of names to talk about today. CIDM, obviously the long, it was very obvious in the pre-market as we were getting to the open, just kind of stair-stepping to the upside. Bids were following up the price. So yeah, we had a nice level that was, I believe it was 4. My numbers are so small I can't see. Above $4 here, ended up being a little bit of resistance first. We got above it, started to hold as support. So $4 all the way up to $6.50 and then some on the long side. If you did try the short, really obvious to get out and flip to the long side on CIDM. The next one, XSPA. We've been talking about it all morning. Again, I was actually trying the short here in the pre-market, was able to flip to the long. Nice outs all the way up along with XSPA. So a lot of these small caps showing initial weakness just ripped to the upside this morning. It's been such a morning morning on this one as well. GNUS shorting there. We just, did we reopen, or that was a dark print, I think, that just went off on that one. But $10 up here, $9.50 is where the line is, and then $10 ended up being the spot. Huge move up to above 11. We're right back down. So looking like it's starting to fail to the downside. Keeps halting, but trying a teeny tiny short here on GNUS as well, guys. Back over to you.
Yeah, good look there. So my biggest mistake, or not mistake, but I got to learn to hold these, and I'm going to just do a little bit more work here, because this was a monster trade for me on AAL. Multiple thousands of shares. Got out, again, for flat, and now it's just ripping to the top side. So I hope you guys are in that one. Oh, yeah, DraftKings, welcome to 35-cent winner as well. Right now, that one's going to the top side here. We'll see if we can't hold on to a little bit of this. We're waiting in the 40s to get a little bit out. I always do that, guys. I never let it go to the 50 exactly even, because that's kind of where you turn around. Those are breakout points, so I'd like to get a little bit out in front of 50 if we could. So we'll wait in the 40s right now for that one. The first out, again, like I mentioned, they're 20s ahead of 25. So we'll just keep waiting for that one. CCL still making the moves, guys. 1740 gets as high as 42 there. I don't want to make the same mistake I made on AAL, so we'll wait to CCL. Thanks for all the love again. I just noticed tons of people on my Twitter, so come over, guys, join the fun there. We love that. Thank you again for all the super chats that happened early. We love it, and we'll just keep coming back for you guys. It just keeps going up, man. Genius Brands, is it open now? No,
not yet.
So we're still here. There was a dark print, I guess, 953. That's what Brandon was talking about right there. Let's wait to see. Who knows what this is going to do? It's a very, very small position, guys.
Yeah, CIDM, another one which is moving. It has not halted, despite the fact it's up like 200%, and it made a $2 move to the downside from the top here, so I don't know why halt rules are what they are. But 440, I'm sliding my stop to here. Looks like it could be a pivot. It was a bounce point on the way down. You're seeing it make a hard bottom. Like I said, we're trying to get $1.30 on the last shares. We're able to take from 50 cents to $1 on the way down, but I'm just going to get out, lock in 40 cents on the last 10%. It is reversing back to the long side, to the upside, I should say. I'm not going long in it yet, but watch out for a 5:15 break. Brandon, what do you have?
Just watching MoneyGram here, guys. Just noticed this one. Huge volume spike on MoneyGram. We were mentioning this back on Monday, I believe it was. There was a Western Union deal that was announced, but they're teaming up now with Saudi Bank for some work as well. So above 325 there. Great opportunity. Huge spike for MGI, guys.
Guys, monster offer here in Luckin Coffee, but I'm going to go disco ball action because we did work this long in Luckin at $3 in front of VWAP here, loading up in front of VWAP on the pullback. We talked about the breakout. Leave yourself some room so you can load up when it bounces off VWAP to play that trade. Now it's through the top. Luckin Coffee up 21%.
Genius is open, guys.
Long at 301. We're going to see if we can't get this one to about 325, 330, but there's a monster seller here, 200,000 shares on the 315 offer.
And it's another one. Lower your headphones if you want to, but it's a chicken dinner. Genius is going to halt again. Bang, Brandon. Me and you got this one short at $8. Look what's happening right here. It's going to halt again. We're back, baby. Look at these shorts on Genius. See ya, another one. There it is. Genius Brands on the halt, in the money, $1 plus. We've just been crushing this today. We turned bearish on this name. Genius, okay, I get it, but why are you so high up? And look at CCL, guys. We hold and we get out at 1750. So there it is again. Hit the air horn. It's the big day once again. I mean, where have we lost? AAL, Boeing, CCL, DraftKings now going, guys. DraftKings now going. Genius Brands going. Everything up, up, and away. What a day. I hope you're enjoying yourself on the show. Oh, yeah, by the way, did we mention the show is free? It's going to continue to be free. It's always free.
Yeah,
take the watch.
exactly.
Big day.
And you see that arrow to the moon, guys. The market has actually stalled up, but there are still some names which are running through tops. AAL just broke through 14 even. It is now at 14.20, so it's approaching $1 winner trade here on American. It's up 20%. We talked about this one being a potential breakout on the daily chart, of course. So this is for anyone interested in swing trading. I'll give you that same kind of an idea here. Here comes the 14 quarter. There is nothing to be seen on this offer, so I might consider trailing this one at this point, lock in about 50 cents worth of profit, make sure it doesn't break 1380. Otherwise, we're going to hang on for dear life. American Airlines long 1334. I did tell you guys, Luckin, there was a big seller at 315. So yes, I will take some shares out here in front of it at 314, take a 13, 14 cent win. We got some shares down here in the 90s, but the bulk of our position is an average price of 301. Brendan, what do you got?
Just looking at Roku here, guys. A nice move for Roku. We mentioned the Bob Ross deal on Roku, having his own channel on Roku going to be available. But 3.25% here, just trying to make day highs here above 107.50. Volume coming in on this move to the upside as well, guys.
And bang, we take more CCLs through 1750. Yeah, CIDM, we'll hit that one. We are out a little bit here, obviously, now on CCL. 1755, it kind of reverses there, but who cares? Just keep going. Let's run this stock like we've been doing, guys. 1720 right now, still going up 1757. Make these moves, guys. Genius Brands, we talked about that one, halted. CIDM, I'm going to go back and start trading this one. Banger, another one, guys. Wow, CCL, let's keep going, guys.
Yeah, Neo just doesn't want to come back in. Every single time I try to buy a dip, it just keeps going to the upside. So I still only have these 68s long. I think a 6 even break I might be adding to this position, because if you can't buy it on the way down and the trend goes up, maybe you got to buy it on the way up. So watch out for 6 even. 611 is still the high of the day, and I think there's a breakout through that price as well. But now in the money, 30 pennies on this trade, and basically all morning said dip buy on the way up, buy every single dip you can. But also the first one is going to be the key one. You got to make sure you're tuning in at 9 o'clock so you can get some of these levels. A couple of times, Neo on good news has given a huge sell right into previous resistance that turned into support and giving you a massive trade. Same thing again here. Now looking to break a massive seller at 6 even. I got about 500,000 shares here that are sitting on the offer at 4. If that breaks, all systems go to run to that high of day.
You want it, Wisdom Gate. Thank you for the super chat. But look at CCL, 1766. Hello, we're just keep going. You want it, you got it. There's another chicken dinner winner for you. Thank you, Wisdom Gate, for that one. We are perfect today. There's absolutely nothing going on that we haven't crushed today. So yeah, here we go. CCL to the upside. We kick ourselves for AAL. But you know what, guys? This is what you got to do. If you're professional, you got to get back on the bandwagon and just start trading, guys. Just start going with your plan. And we hit CCL again. This is a monster trade right here. I put on big risk at 1752 here, waiting for 1750 to break. And look what happens. It just bangs it to the upside. We top off our trade. Remember though, guys, pigs get slaughtered. That's why we start getting some out here. This is a great trade. We went long 17.20 just a half hour ago. Now you're in the money 50 cents on a $17 name. You got to think about taking some profits off. And there it is again, guys. Welcome to the jungle. We keep saying that. But if you trade properly, you follow us, get our watch lists. I mean, we're giving you these trades. Neo, a great one there for Neil, and CCL and everything else. Just moving upside, guys. We are out of 70% of our DraftKings. It doesn't want to go. Sorry, 60%. It doesn't want to go. So we get some out there at 42.25. Let's wait to see what it does down here at 41.50. But bye-bye CCL. Yes, sir. Cheers to anybody on any of my trades today. It's been a monster. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I'm still sitting in a $1.20 winner on Genius. Let's go.
Yeah, that 6 even could break any second now. If you're watching this, Neil, if it gets through it, it's going to be absolutely gangbusters. It's just a huge, huge level. And I'm talking about the level 2 here, guys, so the actual offer has got just a ton of shares. It's actually getting to the point where I am considering taking just a few more shares off. If it does bounce away from this, I will take a few more shares off, allowing me to reload if it gets back down to VWAP. But it just has not found any kind of resistance at any point. I do need to update you guys on the position board here, so I'm going to throw it up very, very quickly for you. Still a long American at 13.34. That is now $1, almost 50 in the money now, approaching 15 even. So that one just continues to be a runner. The only thing long that isn't working is Cloudera. That long is just sitting above 11, so it hasn't stopped me out. But it just hasn't gone to the upside either. Luckin is a 3 even long. That's at 311. It's got to break a seller at 15, similar to what's happening in Neo here. And of course, that Neo position, which I'm talking about, if it bounces down, we'll take some more shares off for that 30-cent win. We're going long on a break. We're going long on a pullback into VWAP as well.
Yeah, good job, Xavier. Good job, everybody. Good job. Wow. I mean, this AAL, we'll bang it out because I just hope you guys had this. We identified it early, but just got out, and that's why we're crying over spilled milk. But good job for you guys to have this one. Wow, just straight upside. No idea that was about to happen, but all good, because very similar right now. We've got this one. And this is why you're going to see lots of ticks on my screen, guys. I take a lot of shares. So when it keeps going up, we don't wait for 1 out or 2 outs or anything like that. We just kind of ease them out, and we don't pay per trade. Just to let you guys know, we're using Day Trade the World P-Pro 8 platform. You can look it up. Valeria can post the link on the website, daytradetheworld.com. We get paid to get out of our trades. So, if we're using direct market access, I can use a NASDAQ or an EDGE or an EDGX. By the way, find us on Market Wisdom for all of this stuff as well. So we just ting, 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 get all the way back up here. So now I have sitting on this big win right now, 17 cents. Let's see how much more we can go for CCL as this market, guys, is just not stopping. AAL, huge fail for me on that one today. We had it, we didn't believe it, and we got out. So unfortunately, you got to stick with your guns a little bit. But hey, what a hell of a show today. We're already up more than we were yesterday.
Monster seller on American as well, guys. So I just got out in front of 15 even. I'll show you here a 250,000 shares on that offer, guys. So another monster seller level. I haven't seen these sort of even dollar obvious sellers on the way up very often, and clearly some people digging in for some profit, guys. So I'm out of it. It just broke. I'm going to be buying on any kind of a dip on this name here. I actually just had a stop to try and break long 15s. It didn't even get it, and so I'm going to have to try to play this pullback. Brandon, what do you got?
There's a big battle going on WMG. Look at this consolidation, really, really tight on WMG under this 32 level. Big time level here. Some sellers stepping up every time it gets close to it, but buyers are there as well. So compacting this thing into a really tight consolidation up still 6% on the day, guys.
Okay, so from a $1.70 winner on American Airlines to Luckin Coffee breaking through that 315 order just now. We were waiting for it to break through this seller. It was a large order. We talked about it. It just chewed through it, similar to what just happened in AAL. We're long here at 3 even. We had to buy in that little dip here. At least this one gave you the pullback to get in, unlike some of these other big runners. So I'm now out of American Airlines. I'm now into Luckin Coffee and holding 3 even trade, looking for 3/4. After that, we'll see how far it can go, maybe trail that one off. NEO is still going, of course, as well. We'll check back in on that one in just a little bit as well.
And guys, thanks for the love again on Boeing. Again, we trade differently here, but if you're with me, this is 2 longs here today. Bang, bang. This one was basically the best as it just keeps going upside. So Boeing, congratulations on that one for anybody. We did miss save, but we did give it to you long through NY. Long through 20 here, back down now. Great trade there off the open. Spirit Airlines long through 20, but it does dip all the way down here. I don't trade this one much. Had no idea how crazy this was. When is Genius Brands going to open back up? I don't know, but here's the halt. Short here, short again, now here. Let's see what happens. This is just going to be hopefully a monster winner on that one as CCL bouncing around a bit. We got some out 75s there right now. I think this may be overheated as well, but I don't want to make the same mistake I did on American. What up, Brandon?
Crazy small cap world day today, guys. Digital Alley here, DGLY, a name from the past, now 19%. Look at the volume coming into this thing. Just about to break $2 for DGLY, guys.
I remember DGLY. There was a break of 6 even on NEO, guys, so I guess we'll go for the jackpot on this. Catching the bottom on this little play here, and then not even adding to it until we're literally buying up here at a break of 6 even. I'll scalp some off in front of high of the day. Remember, 611 is the high, so it still needs to break through that pre-market top. When it does, this could get crazy because you do have the ES or the NQ, check that, trending towards that high. We're literally handles away, but the ES is already broken through. So you are seeing some names push through. Right now, NEO has to get another 10 cents for me to want to get any kind of a bulk of my position out of this one. Otherwise, I'm still looking to buy this one in front of VWAP here at 590 if it gets back to the downside. Just haven't had an opportunity to buy a dip on NEO. It just keeps going.
Yeah, CCL, we're getting some out here. It's having some problems at 1775, so we're getting out of that one very, very soon, hopefully. Yeah, I love NIO up here through 611. I'm just playing the break on this one. I've already missed it down here, so we'll wait to see and put on some shares if it breaks through 611. But again, it's not that we're getting near 11 o'clock, but this has just been such, I keep saying it, such a heated market now, guys, that I just don't know what to do, and that's why we dump a lot of these shares on CCL. Look what I said. This looked like it was getting too high, so you dump the shares, 1775. And once again, guys, a little bit of talk. This is why you're here. This is why we're part of a team. This is a trader family at Trader TV Live, guys. We're going to talk about our wins. We're going to talk about our losers. I'm going to try to get you out of some trouble. And here it is right here, CCL. Perfect example. We have 10% left. We cashed it all out. Hopefully you guys did as well. What up, Brendan?
Just watching the futures here, guys. Was going to put a line up here. This line, if you can see it up here, 97.60. 97.63 that is all-time highs. So we are about 30 handles from all-time highs if you follow along with the NASDAQ. So every time it gets to 97.40, bit of a seller steps up, but 97.63, watch that level, guys.
Yeah, and speaking of highs, wall at 103 on Hertz. I'm going to jump into this short. Probably anywhere here. If it breaks one even, definitely going to be shorting the stock, but also might just step in front of that 104 wall that I'm seeing here. You look at this level over and over again for like 15 minutes. It just could not bust through with a high of day at 105. Maybe this one's going to be stalling out, and I'm going to have to hunt for this little short. I haven't had one in quite some time. It's been only longs on this parade to the upside in the market, but if it wants to roll over and head back down, and someone's selling Hertz at 103, I might as well join the party.
Yeah, Hertz has been a good one. I don't know why I haven't looked at that yet, but okay, here we go. Like I said, welcome Trader family. Follow us all on Twitter, especially me. Especially everybody. We're going to go here, DraftKings, and I told you we would stay out of trouble if we do break 41.50 here. This is nowhere near a losing trade, but we will get out here. Actually, no, it'll be about a flat trade if my math is correct. I can't see until we get out. We'll see here, 41.50. We did take out 60% up here for about a 25 cent winner there. And we noticed it didn't break 40, so we got out 27. Now we'll wait to see if it breaks 41.50. Again, key levels, we love talking about those. CCL, we did get some more out here, 65. Now I don't even know, we have 5% of our position left. Just going to see if it takes out the top again. But CCL, big time winner, as it appears to be falling in a hole. GNUS, still not open yet, Neil or Brendan. Let's wait to see when that's going to happen. But bang that short. That's a $2 winner. Now we go short again in the money, $2. So $1.10. We're short here at 8 and change. Let's wait to see when this opens up and where it goes. But the day just keeps on getting bigger and better over here on this side, guys. So we'll look at Roku. We crushed that yesterday. We'll have a look at that when we get back. NIO approaching 610, which I like.
Yeah, talk about a decent exit there on AAL. It does break 15, so fair enough. You could have had, or at least I could have had another 30 or 40 cents, but failed breakthrough 15 just slams back down here. So it's near impossible to predict where a market's going to turn there. But as Brendan mentioned, the futures got a little bit of a high. And we did get a question about what we're showing for the futures. We'll either be talking about the NASDAQ futures, that's the NQ, and it's the E-minis there. So M20 is what we see on our code. If we're talking about the ES, that's the S&P 500 futures. That's the ESM20. That's what we're talking about, the E-minis there. So we might say futures and not specify which one. It's always going to be the NASDAQ or the S&P 500 futures. So apologies there if not always clear. We try to do our best. Fantastic question. Thanks for asking that, Andres.
So noticing that Delta's dropping down here, all the airlines are dropping down. Delta should be going down a little bit more maybe. So yeah, we go short now. Again, a small position. We are short 31.20 right now, going downside. So let's just wait to see. And again, if you're joining us for the first time, these little purple ticks here, if you ever see a purple tick, that means a short sell. So that's what we're doing right now. Just like here on GNUS, you see these are purple marks, right? So anything purple is a short, anything followed by a purple with a green means we're buying our short back. But here we go. Nice little 12 cent. Keep going, buddy. Can you break it? Can you break it? Delta right now, 25 cents in the money. 15 cents in the money. 31.05. Of course, my bid is at 31.03. It goes down to 05. So let's see if that one doesn't want to crack back down 31 here. I don't know. Again, just 10% up. We had a big move yesterday as well. Big moves in the last week or so in some of these airlines. So let's just wait to see. We missed that out there by 2 cents. So 31.25 to the top side. Maybe let's get out here. What is this? 31.40. I don't even want to hold this all the way back to 50. 30. Where is that? 50, 55. 50, 47. I don't know. You know what? Let's just give this one back here till 40. If it wants to go, it's going to go, and I don't want to get stuck in this. So 31.40 out on Delta. We tried, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you guys are talking about XSPA here, back down below 175. You did see it hold that level pretty decently initially. It is trying to pull back up right now. This one's an interesting one because this is one of my worst stocks of the day, not by P&L because at least we reversed long and made money, but in terms of execution. Right here, we shorted in front of this higher low at $1.70. And my stop order missed. And speaking of stop orders, guys, we're going to be premiering our video on stop orders right at the end of the show here at 12 o'clock. Jump into that channel. We'll be talking about stop orders. We'll be answering in the chat, dropping that video live, premiering it for you. So make sure you tune in and avoid having a bad stop order and then losing more than you should have, like I just did there in XSPA on that short. But it is time for Sector Watch. Let's go to Brendan.
Already that time, let's have a look at the S&P 500, see what is moving the market so far. We are positive, only just, I left the arrow there pointing at it, 0.1% to the upside now for the S&P 500. Banks doing quite nicely once again today. All of both the banks and the diversified financials in positive territory today. Insurance names as well. You can see CB and LNC here, 3.8%, 3.5% to the upside. So if you're looking for some relative strength in this market, have a look at the financial sector. Down here, maybe I'll flip over to this side. You can see there are the airlines, the industrials doing quite nicely once again. This entire group, mostly the transports, but industrials also providing strength for the overall market. On the downside, we'll go all the way over to this one. Real estate stocks, the REITs that we saw had a bit of a bounce both Monday and Tuesday, back to the downside today. So some of these names worth a look if you're trying to find some weakness with the overall market. Utility stocks also mostly in negative territory. We did have AES here up about 2% on an earnings play. So that one kind of bucking the trend. Energy stocks kind of getting back to break even. They started the day in negative territory, but oil prices shifting back to the upside. So energy stocks not really doing a heck of a lot, to be honest, today. CTVA and the materials group, wanted to mention that one, 4.5%. That was an earnings play. And then up here, all the consumer staple stocks doing quite nicely outside of SJM, Smuckers, the jam maker, earnings name. But there's Tyson, 5.6%. COTY we mentioned as well, both today and yesterday. Nice moves on that Kardashian combination, another Kardashian combination for COTY. Let's go back over to Neil.
Thanks a lot, Brendan. I haven't been able to get into this Hertz. It's been slow moving. I'm trying to get this 103 level. Of course, that was the wall that we were watching before. But I was able to get a pullback here in XSPA. I just mentioned this one sort of pulling back to the downside through 175. Bounced off 160. That was the level that we were using in the pre-market as a 160 to 165 area for a first base of operation short. I actually just got Hertz, thank you, at 102. It's about time. But I am now working into this short here, XSPA, trying to pick this one up. 175 is my price here. We're looking to hold this one maybe only to about 180. It's just see if it can't get back into that 160 mark for a bit of a quick little scalp trade. So I'll work this one off in the way down. I think it should be a decent trade here. Work it all the way from 170 to about 160 even as we try to take this one off. It was a bad execution on a stop order before. Now we're going to just jump back on the horse. And just because you're down on the stock on your last couple of trades, you got to be able to jump back in on the horse here. So we get in this little pullback. Finally able to catch one of these. Couldn't catch one in NEO. We caught one in XSPA here. 175 short for us. Now working into the 160s. I'll probably be out of most of it. If 160 wants to break, I'll probably be holding at least some of my position, but I want to make sure I'm taking profit all the way down here. It is a bit of a VWAP play, so you never know how long this is going to take. If it's slowing down and wants to be range bound as we're heading into that 11 o'clock hour, fair enough. You want to make sure you're taking advantage of that range. If we have direct market access like we do, and we're not paying for our trades, we can get paid to trade. So I can be active between 75 and 65 while still holding for a bigger move through 160 if XSPA can get there. The other name that's still moving for us here is Luckin Coffee, but it is running into a bit of resistance here at 320, high of 323. I am still long at 295. My average price was 3 even on the entry, but I had a couple of nice little dip buys in here, so you'll see my average price improve. It was a $3 even trade. We're going to get some out here in front of the quarter and then see if we can hold this one. 330 next stop, 350 ultimate target would be fantastic.
And lower your headphones because it's a banger again. Genius Brands opens back up. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, this is a $3 winner we have on board right now. So Genius Brands opens back up down here. Brendan, I know you're probably in this one as well. $5. I mean, where does this thing stop? We'll wait to see if it's going to halt again. It may just do that right now. Bye-bye. We are short. Bye-bye. Bang! We are short Genius Brands $8 right now. It's at $5. So I know Neil always talks about percentage winners. I can't even do the math. This one's so big. It's going to halt again. $4.89, guys. Here it goes. Maybe 100% winner soon. We can get out at $4. We're short at 8 right now. Oh, no, it's not. There it goes. It does not halt there. They take it out. Let's see what happens now. Breaking back through 5. I'm going to put a stop at 5.50, guys. What a monster winner. $3.50 winner. Ring those cowbells. What up, Daryl? I know you have this one with us as well. Halt again, baby. 100% winner. There you go, Neil. Brendan, what's up?
Just watching Lyft here, guys. We had a big move up in Lyft yesterday. Huge, in fact, all the way up to 35.50. Coming back to an interesting level here. This was a bit of resistance in the afternoon yesterday. 35 even. So watch 35. They updated as well their May ridership numbers and also increased part of their financial forecast for the coming quarter, guys.
All right.
XSPA did take some more shares out on the way down, guys, to 165. I'm going to give it only to 180. So like we said, it's a tight range stop here, only risking about 5 cents. Why? Because your first support's down at 160. So if you have 10 cents worth of a move and then you're running into resistance, I'm not going to give it all the way to 190. There's always a short to be had here at 195. So go tight stop on this trade. We've already taken profits, so sort of house money that we're working with. We also just, of course, got into Hertz. I did mention that one at 102. I want to be adding to that position if it breaks 1 even. We're using this wall here at 103 as an obvious out. If it breaks, I'm not even giving it to 105. You're literally risking 1 cent to see if it can break down below $1 and be a monster trade for you there, guys. So XSPA to the short side, Hertz to the short side. Everything's been a long for a while. With the addition of those two, with the futures coming back in, we've taken off some longs because the futures came in, but overall, no shorts just yet in anything but Hertz and XSPA.
Yeah, I'm just noticing this here too. I didn't even notice that Neo did this. We talked about going long here through a 610 break. That's a cash money trade. It goes to 616, and we're long now. Didn't even realize that. So we're going to see if we can't get some out here as we continue to go upside on NIO. Yeah, let's hold. Let's wait to see, guys. We're long at 611. There it is again. We gave NIO to you, one and done, guys. 611 long. We'll see how high this wants to go. 616, bang again, guys. Air horn it out. I don't know, and if you're watching, wife, thank you so much for the chicken pot pie last night. I don't know, it's working. Maybe you might have to make that again. Maybe use some rabbit this time. I don't know, but here we go. It just keeps going to the upside. Thank you to Lucky Frog Time as well. It just keeps on going. Genius is a $4 winner, guys, on board right now. CCL, oh yeah. This is why you hold some CCL. Floss that off. Thank you. The CCL now $18. We don't feel so bad anymore about missing AAL. Look at this. Bang, 17.20 long, 17.50 long. And now look where we're at. $18. Holler on the chat if you have this, guys. Big trade happening. I mean, what isn't the big trade these days? Here goes $18 through. What do we have here? CCL. Oh yeah, we lost on Delta. Forgot about that one, guys. Here's a Delta loss. This is 15-cent loser, right? CCL, you just saw how much money that was. Small position as well. And NIO back to 616. We're rocking and rolling. Let's put up our position board real quick. Yeah, good look on this camera. Wow, how did you guys know that? Okay, here comes the position board on. CCL. There's the trade you guys all want. That's the big long. CCL, look at that price. Crazy long there. We still are short small on Delta, but we already got out. So that's the 10 shares. NIO, that's a 7-cent winner as well. And Genius Brands, what else can you say? Chicken tonight. Oh, I just said rabbit, but whatever it is, Genius Brands is doing this to the upside. Yeah, Jarhead, welcome, Jarhead was a guest on our show, guys, by the way. If you guys want to be on our show.
Another big level on NIO, guys. I'm now out of all of my shares at 569. The only shares I have left on are the ones that we added on a 6-even break. So the now new long is at 603. The 565 area bounce is done. It's now a breakout trade. So we broke out at 6. It's now moving to 625. There's monster sellers through these offers here, but they just keep getting eaten up. There's no level it hasn't been able to bust through on NEO, so ignore the level 2. I don't even care how big the size is at this point. It's just chewing through these levels. 625 next stop. Let's see if it can't get to 650. Now 10% to the upside. It is time for Money Talks with Brendan. It's 10:50. Let's go to the big screen.
Hey guys, yeah, currency time. We'll check out what's happening in FX world so far today. Pretty muted action so far right across the board. We are seeing a little bit of US dollar weakness coming back into play. So as you can see, pretty strong right across the board. Anything compared to the US dollar, the euro leading the way at the top there, 0.8%. Our Canadian dollar finally getting a little bit of a tick to the downside. It's been a strong week for the CAD. We're back to 74 even for the Canadian dollar. You took my screen away, guys. If you go down to the bottom end of that screen, you're going to see cryptocurrencies back in positive territory. Thank you, Robbie. 1.75%, 97.47 there for Bitcoin. We also have Ethereum up about 0.5% as well, 242 and change. Australia and New Zealand, wanted to mention those two as well. Really, really strong over the entire week. They had more positive economic data out this morning, so 0.5% to the upside again for both of these two, Australia and New Zealand there. Everything else kind of muted, just the Swiss franc there to the downside. Tends to happen when volatility comes off in the overall marketplace. Threw up the pound there. We are getting back up to some significant resistance levels for the British pound. As I mentioned, we are strong today, up about 0.14%, 125, but watch 126 to 127, definite resistance area on the pound. Stick around, guys. Coming up right at the end of the show, we're going to be premiering our latest education video. Valeria has already sent out the link a couple times. Put that in your pocket. 12:01-ish, we're going to get going on the premiere. All of us will be there. We'll answer your questions live in the chat. Our latest education video, guys, over on Market Wisdom. 12:01. Back over to the guys.
Thank you very much there, Brennan. Look, we had a couple of positions on here, but one of them is going to be half win, half loss, and it's going to be XSPA. Well, that's if it breaks through this 180 mark. It hasn't done it yet. This is why you scalp some out, to be perfectly honest with you. 180, I'm not going long on a break here. I feel like it's a better play through $2 and just wait patiently for that actual top. So stop orders locked and loaded, ready to go on that. What continues to run to the upside, though, in addition to NEO, is going to be Luckin Coffee, which is holding up pretty well. It's trying to break through 325. It got there once. If it does get through there again, next stop out is going to be taking some shares at 330 or so, and then from there we're looking at 350. There hasn't been any kind of a significant pullback. That's why I haven't added to the position yet. If I get something in the $3 range again, I'll probably be looking to do at least one test and buy in front, but nothing yet. These aren't pulling back. They just seem to be continuing to run, even with the futures markets holding up at the top, both the ES and the NASDAQ slowing down just a little bit.
And guys, here we go. Enjoy, guys. We're going to be sitting back down here relaxing because it's fruit salad time. I see that Chris Diaz. We'll get Neil a fan on his desk. It is. Neil did mention, though, today that it was hot
ridiculous
in here. So
over here.
I got the flannel shirt on. I'm okay down here, but Neil's a little more elevated as we do this. But, guys, today, fruit salad brought to you by, as I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to zoom in here, brought to you, of course, by kiwi there, the exotic fruit that everybody loves. So if you do like kiwi, hit a what up on that one. And the reason why we're chilling out, guys, look at NIO. I mean, this is exactly, again, one in. Big shares, look where it is now, 620. So there it is, a nice little win on that one. Let's check out CCL. You already know where we're long on this one. And bang, that one goes through. I'm just chilling. I want to hands off this one. Our day is already monstrous. So look at this. We're long 17.22. This is $1 in the money now, CCL. And Genius Brands, we just wait for this one to open back up. So when you're waiting, look, traders, guys, this is the one thing, we can't say this enough. You can't just keep trading and trading. We did have a guest trader on yesterday, talked about relaxing, taking some time out. All your calls have been so good. Let's not throw good, bad money after great money here. So we're just going to wait to see. We're already pretty big today, and we're just going to wait to see what does happen here. Genius Brands waiting to open up. CCL keeps ripping up. NIO still doing the dance. So yeah, let's just keep going. I'm going to wait for Genius Brands to wake back up here, and when it does, we'll see. I got a bid down there at $4 to take, like Neil said, 100% winner. We'll wait to see if that one can come through. We've already been short up here, guys, at 1079 before covering, not foolishly, at $9. Me and Brendan talked about that. He covered for $1 as well. And then we take this short, and now we're down here. So Genius Brands, let's just see what happens. No matter where it goes, we're going to be fine. If it does get back above 550 or so, we'll try to get out on a stop order back above 550. But right now, everything moving in the right directions for your boy.
Yeah, the only thing that's not moving in the right direction is going to be, ZI is not open. We want that to be moving. It's just not going anywhere for us here. We want to get this one to you guys before 12 o'clock. It should be a good IPO, but we are waiting for it to come open. The only thing that isn't working right now to the long side for me is going to be that Cloud Arrow play. But again, it's still holding $11. And I've had my stop at 11. We left ourselves some room here to be able to add to this position. And because it's down 10%, normally you'd think 25, 35 cents, big deal on the stock, just not with this kind of gap retracement opportunity. If it gets back up to 11.50, that's where I'm going to look to take off any shares. I'm looking for an 11.50 break to get you back up to $12 and put a dent in some of the gap to the downside in Cloudera. It just doesn't seem to want to go. But again, it hasn't broken my stop, so I just haven't gotten out here. So we are still in this name. It's tested 11 3 times. At some point, you got to feel like it's going to go to the downside. Relative weakness abound right now in Cloudera. What is working to the short side for us, of course, is XSPA. I did mention we are still in this one. It might have broken that 180 stop, but it looks like we picked a good area. 180 is just held. We're going to continue to work out of this position in front of 160. So I'm short here in the middle at 175. If 160 breaks, you are looking at a shot to break down into this pre-market level, 140 to 145, with just a ton of chop. That's what I'm looking for as an ultimate target. If 160 breaks, I'm looking at 140, 145 to hang on for the last of these shares.
Yeah, and this is why you get out of NIO. Good look there, Neil. Nice talk there. This is why you get out of NIO up here at 620, guys. We're just going to wait to this one, see how far down this goes. We are literally 9% of our initial position, so we'll give this one back down to 6 and you see what happens. But look at CCL, or this is DAL. That's a bad one. CCL 1820 now, guys. Giving you this one. Look where we were long. 1722, then 1755, and now we just keep running it back to the upside here. So yeah, the big day, needless to say, just continues here. We still are waiting. Oh, did it open? Oh, it did. Okay, so we're going to get out of Genius Brands here. Missed it. Didn't even notice it was open. We wanted to get out right there at 474. We do not. So now I'm a little bit scared where this next one's going to open up. Scared? No, not really. But we are going to wait to see. It was piling up on the bid there. So again, damn it. I got to keep my eyes on Genius there because that was a $3.50 winner there that we should have had almost 100% like we keep saying. So let's just wait to see what that one does popping off later. Valeria, how are you today? Good, not too bad. Okay, good. Yeah, join us for the premiere, guys, coming through at just after the show. It's going to be on stop orders. So that's your code word today, guys. Premiere. So join us on the premiere. Should be a lot of fun. That's your day's code word, premiere. Join us right after the show, guys. It's going to be fun.
Absolutely, guys. We can't say that enough. Stop orders are something you're going to have to use. It's just got to be in your toolbox. If you're trading one name and you're starting out, we actually tell traders not to rely on automated orders there, like a stop order. But if you are going to work up to trading 5-6 positions at a time, moving in bigger lots, you just have to have it in your toolbox. It's going to allow you to remain disciplined. We use them very, very heavily here. Not just to get out, but also to get into positions, guys. So it's going to be a good one. NEO has pulled back a little bit here, so I was looking for a buy of a dip, and I only have about 10% of what we had at 20% of what we had at the bottom at 560. I had that at 603 on the break. That's where I'll look to buy a dip. Nothing like that is happening in Luckin Coffee yet. It's still testing the high. So Luckin continues to break out. 327 is the high. It's about to take out that again. Still long here on Luckin. 296 is now the average price on that little dip in front of VWAP. So that was a good buy there. Let's see if NEO gives us a shot at about 6 to 605. It doesn't look like it wants to get there just yet. But either way, both those longs, I still have a piece of both of them. I don't want to get out until it's a really big time retracement, maybe even below VWAP before I'm out of these two.
Yeah, CCI, I say, what up, kid? We're going to tweet this one out as we get some out. Now we're very light. Now we have 10% left. We get some more out here at 25s there. No, sorry, 22s ahead of 25. So that's it. So CCL, we rinse and repeat that one. We are now out. I mean, we have 10%, but I'm going to call that as being out right now. Great little trade on CCL. And guys, if you're looking for longer term trades, you say, well, maybe these guys are only talking about, I guess my day chart is gone. But we called CCL long at 13. So I did give that one to all of our viewers as well. Now back up to 18.25 and still ripping. I'm going to tweet this out. Join me at Trader TV Sean as well. And you'll go back. You'll be able to study some of these charts. Talk to me about them. I'll answer you back. So yeah, that's going to be a good one there. Join us, guys, on this trade here. CCL, wow, just another one. Keeps on going up there. And yeah, we've hit it again every day. CCL was my #1 stock last month, and it looks like it's not going to be this month, but we're off to definitely a great start here. No negative days this month yet, knock on wood. What up, Valeria, at the screen with the European update?
Hey guys, welcome to the European update. Europe mostly in a negative territory today, though France is up 0.01% and Italy is up 0.46%. Spain is down 0.23%, Germany is down 0.34%, and Britain is down 0.39%. Well guys, the Central European Bank is expected to increase its 750 billion pandemic emergency program. That's all with the Europe, and I'll keep you updated. Back to traders.
Thank you very much. I was just looking at American Airlines here. I've been out since that little top at 15. There was a significant pullback, and I mentioned if we fail to get through the high, I might start looking for an interesting short opportunity here in American through the high of day. 1545 is that high. It's right at 15 even. I'm going to start thinking about a 1480 break to the downside with a 15 even stop. If that does hold up here, but if it breaks 15, makes another run to the top, that trade's just not going to be there. American's just so strong. Brendan, what do you got, bud?
Another monster mover here today on earnings, guys. Smartsheet down 20%. This thing was $60 yesterday. We are trading at 47 earnings, obviously not good. Their forecast, though, was actually to the upside. It's a little bit of an uptick here for SMAR. We're actually right back at VWAP at the moment here. We'll see what happens at 47, guys.
Oh, I saw that SMAR, yeah. Whoa, yeah, good look on that one. Wow. Okay, I'm still stuck a little bit. Oh, I thought that was Daniel Shea. Shout out to Daniel Shea sometimes on our show here. Wow, CCL, guys, we got out there. Oh, I thought it went higher, but it didn't. We got out here, nice little trade. We'll get out of the last 10% if it breaks down below 18 again. Let's call it 1795 right here. I kind of call these little places garbage. Like it's kind of creating that up here again. When you sort of just go back and forth and no one really knows what's happening. So when those kind of levels break, we're going to get out here on that move right now. But yeah, 1795. Look, hit the like, hit the Genius Brain is open. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, guys. But yeah, let's just get out of Genius Brands. And there it is, bang on that one. We are out now of Genius Brands. Look at that trade out. $5.16 off of an $8 short. So there it is, 80% win. I don't know, something like that. We'll take that $3. Nice little trade there out of Genius Brands. You can see there's a lot of bid action here. So as soon as that opened up, we take advantage of it. And it's going to halt again, by the way. So nice little out there. Bang, 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 all the way down. We enjoy that ride. So there it is. Something that you all love is coming straight at you there. Nice little belly dance there. I wish I looked like that, but well, not really, but I don't. So we'll wait to see 575 on the top side, but it's halted again. There's another banger for you. So that's a barbecue all day long here on GNUS. Big win, my number one stock. Welcome. Well, actually, CCL is my number one stock, but Genius Brands, there we go, guys. Nice little win. Hope you guys like that one. Out at let me get the exact price for you. $5.13 for a $2.89 winner. So not bad, guys. There it is. Nice trade on Genius.
Yeah, we haven't gotten into AAL yet. It hasn't given me that look that I'm looking for, but we are still taking shares off of XSPA on the way down. If it breaks 1480, you can jump into American if you want here. I just want to make sure that it's held 15 and broken out of this 20-cent consolidation range before I jump in. You're going to cost yourself 10 cents. But if you think it's coming back into VWAP at 14, you can't be too worried about that if it's going to give you that extra juice to make sure that you're with the current momentum in AAL. So 1480 is where my stop is to get in. We talk about using stop orders to get in and out of trades. Make sure you stick around at 12 o'clock because we're going to be doing a premiere of our stop order video that we taped live for you guys. So make sure you tune in for that. If you're a beginner, expert, doesn't matter. We can always learn something new. And make sure you like and comment on those videos so we know what to bring you, how to do it, so we can all learn a little bit better here, guys. So got the stop ready here on AAL. Has not broken for me yet, but I am also looking at NEO. I wanted to catch a pullback trade here into the long side around $6. The problem with taking it the second time, no run at the top. If it now breaks 605, 606, I don't like a dip buy at 6 even. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is take the trade off if it breaks 605 and then look for a better opportunity here. Of course, we're long at 560, 568, 570. So you've already made a bunch of money long. You don't want to throw that one away just because you couldn't catch those little dip buys. And I think it can even be a breakout in the afternoon at 620 as well. So if it holds the top end of the range, there's only a couple of ways to get in. You're either buying it on a dip to VWAP that holds, or maybe you're taking a breakout trade. In the middle, I don't love it too much. Not the way NEO's been going so far, guys.
Yeah, Neo. Yeah, I know we've already talked about that. We'll get out at 6:15 when it goes back up there, and otherwise, I don't care. We'll just hold till 6. No skin off my back on that one. Shout out to the wife and kids. So the wife made this one. This is an owl. This is a rock. So what's happening around our house, and I'm sure happening, and I hope happening around a lot of your places as well. People are putting rocks outside. They're painting them. We have a whole bunch, all of our friends and whatnot. The kids are absolutely loving this one. But here we go, guys. Rock time. So owl, and then nice little picture there. My 5-year-old drawing an owl there. So Gia, the owl. So good job there, baby. You're great at all that stuff. So good work on that one. But let's get back to trading here as we go. What's up, Brendan?
Just watching the NASDAQ here, guys. Just seeing the NASDAQ 100 hit an all-time high. The overall index, however, not so much yet. We are coming back in a little bit for the NQ on the futures. I wanted to pass along this one as well. Another little mobile provider in the U.S., Glue Mobile, just coming up to $10 here. Huge level for this thing after earnings, up 4% today, guys.
Yeah, we are still waiting, of course, for that IPO to be opening up, Zoom Info. We are going to be hunting that one. I think it's going to be a good one. If you followed along here, Warner Music was fantastic when it opened, and it literally happened with minutes to go till the end of the show. So no matter when it does, we're going to jump to it very, very quickly here. It's very, very easy to see whether it opens up on my quote board. You'll see it pop in, but this is what you see. No trading just as of yet. I want to quickly go back to Luckin Coffee. We are still in this trade. We talked about 350 as an ultimate target. It is getting to 350 now. I'm not going to split hairs. 350 is the high of day. It bounced off at once. We'll take the last little bit out here off of that bounce. If we can catch 345, 346, whatever it might be. It's been a fantastic ride from a 3-even break. Buying some dips in the 290 range and then getting it to go all the way to 350 here. So, it's been as good as Neo. The only thing that made it better was I couldn't get a dip buy in Neo. I was able to pull it off in Luckin Coffee when it dipped back into VWAP. So, oftentimes, you can add to your position under certain conditions. I was waiting for pullbacks in Luckin, I got it. I was waiting for pullbacks in Neo. I didn't catch them. Thankfully, they both just kept going to the upside, so you get a nice little win there for you. Luckin Coffee, like we've said, people have asked us for different time frames on trades. Every now and then, even though like a $2 hold was a day trade for us in Luckin Coffee, we did mention to you with the deal speculation and that bottom hold for like 2 or 3 days, there was a lot of room for it to run. So, you get that, you get Boeing 159, you get calls on DraftKings. It's not that you can't blend day trading into longer term trades, but you have to have levels, you have to have a basis to work from. We do try to give that to you, especially if you're tuning in at 9 o'clock. Can't say that enough. A lot of those things we will talk about when we're going through the names on our watch list every single morning. Sign up for it and tune in at 9 a.m. Don't wait for the market open, guys.
Yeah, that's for sure. The face confuses my brain as well on that belly dance there. But yeah, exactly. So, we get out of CCL there. I told you breaking through 18 gets stopped on a trigger there. But either way, we're out there 18.05. So whatever, that was the last 10%. So we will give you another thing here. Hopefully this doesn't freak you out as much as it does me either. But that's what it's been like today. We're just catching this money as it continues to fall down and given a big trade here. Obviously on CCL today. We've been hitting these ones today. The travel company's looking juicy to say the least today. What's up, Brendan?
Another one that's been on a bit of a tear over the past couple of days, guys. Play here, Dave & Buster's. If you go back to yesterday, look at this move straight to the upside. Yesterday we stalled out at 17 there. Definitely above that today, up to 18 bucks, 11.5% for Play today, guys.
I haven't. Dave & Buster's is a name that we have previously traded. It just hasn't been one that's in my toolbox, relatively speaking lately, and it's been more of a volume type of thing, and there's just been so many other names when it comes to entertainment and travel that I just feel like I'm going to be involved in those and stick to that plan. There's nothing wrong with Dave & Buster's, but I did just finally get into AAL. I mean, it held up that 20-cent range for so long here, and it finally broke down. I'm going to start this position at 77 on that 80 break. Now we can safely add one time here, probably in the 85 if it gets up there. If it doesn't, fair enough. But I'm going with a stop at 15 even. You can give this one to, I think, 15.15 is reasonable as well. I'm going tighter stop just because of how ridiculously bullish it's been. But the market's starting to come back in here. So very quickly with the position board, I'm going to throw up what we have on here. We just got the short in AAL just now at 77. We'll think about adding to that one in the mid-80s. We have the long in Cloudera, which somehow still hasn't stopped me out at $11. It just has to happen soon. It's going to be a losing trade at some point. And then, of course, Hertz not going anywhere short at 102. and short in XSPA, still at 174. When that breaks 160, I'll still have something on board for the bigger home run trade.
Yeah, let's look at Cloudera, CLDR there. I know Neil just talked about it. Oh yeah, here comes 11. Okay, I see why. Yeah, down 11% today. What level did I write down? 1050. So we still got to get through 11, obviously. So 1050 is the bottom at 1070 actually. This is a good name, but again, it's 1110 right now, guys. You may want to look to see what's happening in the futures now that I see them, and we're just heading southbound. So let's find some trades here to go short maybe pretty soon, guys. It looks like the market may be giving itself up here. One trade was Uber that we had early on. We lost on that one. We're going to go back to Uber and take, whoa, nice little drop down from 37 here. Brendan, let's go.
Another one to look at here, guys. Cake, the Cheesecake Factory, that's what it is. 5.5% again today. Another one that had a huge move to the upside yesterday, coming back in a little bit right now, but 25.50 here in the afternoon yesterday was a little bit of level. So let's see what happens when we get back to 25.50 for Cake, guys.
Thanks, Brendan. The ES S&P 500 just turned negative on this little pullback here. Look, we're still talking about 31.15 on the ES, which is crazy. When you think about it, the NASDAQ pulling back below 9,700, it's turned negative. I've slid to the short side for the first time in American Airlines here. So if this gets down to about 14.20 to 14.40 in front of this last little pullback here, I'll try to take some shares out, 40 cents, maybe 50, at the worst 30 cents, initial target out, and then you're looking to take some off in front of 14 even. If 14 doesn't hold, I might try to have some on board. As strong as it's been, I'm not really anticipating that. I actually think there's a decent shot that 14 should hold there. So I'm probably all out in front of 14. That's still a fantastic win if you can get it. It's just been so strong all morning, up 25%. Even with the market coming off heavily here, you're seeing it hold up really well. That's why the stop is tight relative to what we were giving it on the long side, because you had much more opportunity for a bigger winner to the long than I think you have in store for the short. So tighter stop here on American Airlines.
Yeah, okay, so NIO there will fall into a hole there on the last 10% of that one. So we'll flush that stock down the toilet. But whatever, I mean, it doesn't really matter. That we were waiting for that. We sort of thought it was going to come back to 6 off of a 620 fail break. And yeah, Eric, of course, you're 100% right. What I wrote down there was not 10.50, it was 11.50, and what a banger spot that was. It only goes to 11.50 and then fades down, so we picked that one. I was probably looking for a long probably at that time, but it didn't break, so we didn't get in. That's why you see a clean chart here for me today on Cloudera. Nothing printing, no ins, no outs on this one for me today. It was, you're probably right there, Eric. Shout out to you for that one, 11.50. So sometimes when I give these levels, you can play them both ways, either as a stop. If you like the short, play some of these breakout levels as resistance if it's on the top side. If you want to play support, and again, we have support and resistance videos up. If you want to play support, that would be at the bottom. So yeah, watch out, guys. Watch out below here as some of these names giving back right now, including Mr. Softy. This is by far my favorite stock to trade. Not lately, that's been CCL, Roku, and whatnot, but Mr. Softy back in the building here. A nice little short, 183.70. This would have been a better break. Obviously, what happened at 9:30. You do get some garbage here, some garbage here. It's not a very clean looking trade today, not for the right amount of shares. I just used too many to trade this because I'd get wicked out here a bunch of times. So wow, market coming off here. Any news on this? No, probably just fading back in. It was a big day in the market, and now we're giving off a little bit here as OPEC, I'm just seeing a message.
Yeah, they'll fully implement their cuts by end of July.
Yep, Iran there. So we can check out this chart of the CL here. That, of course, is crude oil. We'll blow it up for you. You're seeing what's happening right now. I got to make this a little bit better. 2.2% downside now on oil as it looks like it's just breaking 36.60. So let's slide over to XOM and have a quick look when we get back, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking at CIDM. Just one quick thing for you on this name here. I did get stopped out of the short when it broke back above view up. You have to have an out, and ultimately that was a strong move to the upside to a previous level. But I am now looking to see where we can get back into it. It's held $4 a couple of times here. It's also held below VWAP. With the market coming in, it would be a breakthrough 350, but if I can pick it up in front of 4, for a smaller amount of risk, we're already up on this name. It is actually, with NEO, my two best stocks of the day. I'm going to take a shot at this one in the 385 to about 390 range. Give it to 4, even as a first leg. 350 is a bit of an out, and then maybe even adding to the position on a 350 break on CIDM. Still up 200%. But the stock has come off from $6 to $4. Let's see if we can't get a second short on this name here.
Yeah, CID. I mean, I haven't traded that one. That's that Bob Ross thing. It's probably because I have no idea really who Bob Ross is. But
the legend.
We do have. Yeah, I see that.
I'm joking. No,
I think he is a legend.
But
I saw his face.
If you're an artist,
I don't know if you have.
My brother's an artist, so I know he used to watch him growing up. Because those whole like paintings of landscapes and whatever. Yeah, look him up, man. It's actually a bit of a trip if you watch him.
Oh, a bit of a trip. Okay, yeah, I gotta stay away from that then. Yeah, Bob Ross. They're making genius brands and their owners rich today. Well, not just today, but over the last little while. Of course, we'll go back to Genius. Is it even back open yet? No, it is not. This is our last out here. Beautiful short. And again, if you're joining us for the first time and you see these arrows down here, these purple arrows are short sells, and then the green is buybacks. So if you ever hear or you ever see short sells, red arrows, those are sells. So that's how you know that we were long. So here's CCL. Look at that top out. Wow. I don't know. There we go. I'll hit this because of Ryu. They're a nice little uppercut. But CCL, if you ever see reds, we're selling our shares. And then I'll just find another one that we went short on. Well, we're not short Uber yet. What else did we go short on? I don't know. I just had one up there. Genius, that's what it was. Short right there. The purple ones are the short sale ticks. So if you see that, that's what that means, guys.
Absolutely, and I just got some more shares in AL, so I got the full position on here. 80 is my short, evens is my stops, only risking 20 cents plus slippage. I like that. It's not going to be a heck of a lot of risk, but what I did not get into until just now, and again, it can be tricky getting into these positions on something like a CIDM. I just gave up literally 12 cents, not getting until 373. The only thing you can do in that spot is if you like the short 85 and it breaks 4 even and you want your average price to be 85, just make sure you structure your first entry so that if 4 even breaks, you're losing the amount that you expected to. I'm not going to force a price of 73 on the entire position just because it happens to be down here. We do have a piece of it. If it breaks 350, floodgates could open up though. Brendan, what do you got, bud?
Market continuing downside here, guys. Have a look at NYSE. We were mentioning this one yesterday. Ended up being a pretty good fade throughout the afternoon into the close. We're lower, obviously, again today. Looking like it's going to roll over here once again. 227, 230. A little bit of resistance here. Already got a big flush from 260 this morning, but another one as the market continues to slide to the downside, guys.
Yeah, and finally sliding to the downside is this Hertz. We talked about this wall here, and if you ever talk about opportunity to get into a trade, if one even breaks and it goes downside, I'm going to be adding to the position on a one even break, but I am short here at 02 in front of that 03. It's an obvious stop for me. Forget about the high of the day. You're risking 1 cent. To see if it can't break a buck here and make a move down to maybe 95 cents. So that would be a nice little 10% return for you in that 90 to 95 cent range. And I'm not saying it's risk-free, but there's a huge offer there. The market's coming to the downside. You did see it put in a higher top. This is a lower high. So why not jump into this trade? I've done it here, and I'm adding on a one even break, not taking off in front of this first support. Because it's a dollar even, I feel like there'll be a lot of stops at that price. I'll see if we can't get some more short here. My average price at that point should be about 101 on a break, depending on how far I get slipped. You can't account for that. I might have to pay 98 half or 99. We'll see what happens if one even breaks, but I'm adding, not subtracting at that price, guys.
Okay, GNUS is back right now, 650. Look at this. This is why you get out, guys. Beautiful out here at 5 and change. I was trying to get out down here to make another dollar, but unfortunately I didn't get to it enough. So here's Genius Brands. You're seeing it just ripping back up here. Easy. This was an easy call, guys. Should have gone long. We saw the demand pent up on the bid down here at 4.5 and then bang it. See, it's going to halt again probably as the bid starts getting juicy once again here. Genius Brands to the top side as that one just keeps on going. So we're going to wait to see here. It's probably going to halt again. Look at the size building up. You can go long at 678 if you want right now. There it is. There's the halt. So sometimes it's easy to tell what's going on with that. But Lucas got us a little thing here. I can't bring it up though. It's if you guys can, you can. A Bob Ross picture there. It won't go because it's in Hangouts. But okay, that's that one, guys. Genius Brands keeps going upside. It's 11:20. Hope you're enjoying the show. No guest today. No guest trader on today. But if you are excited, maybe you've had some winners today. Maybe you're just starting your account, or maybe you've been trading for a while and you just want to get on the show and talk about trades. We're here for you guys. Send us in an email. Valeria will drop the email address right now. If you want to get on, we put you in the little corner there. You can come on. You can give shout outs, whatever you want. But we'd love to talk trading with you guys.
Yeah.
And just how you're enjoying the show. Maybe what some of the names are. I see DG the chef on there. There was a DK.
We'll talk about anything and everything. If you want to talk about Bob Ross paintings, and this is the ridiculousness that I'm talking about here. If you want to see what's moving CIDM, it's this guy. And I'm not saying go short because it's absurd. He actually was a bit of a legend here, Mr. Bob Ross. But going to the downside right now, I got to update you guys before we go to Brendan. American Airlines were short here. I mentioned at 1480. Just took some out for a 20-cent win at 60. We'll work this one out, some out at 40. We'll get some out at 20 on the way down. I do intend on likely being flat if it touches 14 even, just because of how strong and how well it's held up on this little futures drop. But Brendan, what do you got for us, buddy?
Another one here, LUB, just noticed up 85% today. Volume dying off pretty quickly here, but this one's in the restaurant business. They announced aftermarket yesterday they're actually going to sell part of the actual brick and mortar side of their business in the restaurant side of things. So up on that news today, Lubies, LUB, guys.
Continuing to the downside, another name here is going to be our good friend CIDM. I just said it, and it just popped back down, but it has to break 350. You're watching this level here, and I'll zoom in so you can see it just a little bit better. You're watching this level here one time at 1040, another time here at 1050. It's now trying to test it again. It's a simple 4 even top for me. I will add to my position if I can in the 80s and 90s. If 350 breaks, let's open up those floodgates and see how far this one can retrace. Nothing against the stock, and I love Bob Ross, obviously. Look, I'm talking about it here, so let's see if we can't get a short trade break of 350. I'm not taking shares off for a 20-cent win in front of 350. I'm looking for a break of that price. If I'm going to risk 15 to 20 pennies plus slippage, you got to make more than that. So if 350 breaks, it'll stop some people out, some longs will give up, and then we'll start taking off that short trade. That's the structure I'm working with. Yeah, it might cost you. Maybe the scalp is better, but for this setup, that's not what I'm going with, guys.
Yeah, a lot of Bob Ross love on there, so yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Really?
Okay, guys. Yeah, no, we're not coming after him. Yeah. I missed your name again. Yeah, it's DG the chef. So there you go. You got one shout out. We're happy. How about two? Congratulations on your $2,000 day. And yeah, we're doing hopefully similar here as well, and hopefully all of our viewers. And again, it doesn't really matter what kind of size account you have, whether or not you're making 2,000, 20, or 200, guys. This is what trading is all about. You gotta get to that level. It took me, it didn't take me too long to get going on trading. My first month I was able to be successful, which is kind of a fluke, but most people, it takes multiple, sometimes years to get going. So I would just say build up your strategy. I did have a pinned tweet where I talked to Dane, one of our guests of the day as well. If you guys could go back on Twitter and find that, I do talk about sort of the struggles, what it's like being a beginning trader, and those of you guys that are them, you know what it's like, and that is what it's like. This is, in my opinion, the greatest job in the world. So, it does take a little bit of time to work that out. I feel blessed to be able to be on the show and give you guys exactly what we're doing right now, putting more money, hopefully, in your hands, because, look, we don't need all these big banks taking all our money, do we, Brendan?
Absolutely not. That is definitely something to avoid, guys. We are here for you. We want to answer your questions. As the guys were saying, if you have any desire to come on and be a guest trader of the day, just send us an email and we'll get you on for that segment. It is a lot of fun. We want to create a community here and have an open door policy, I guess is a good way to put it, between you and us. Here's eBay, guys. We were talking about this one a little bit earlier. Another one, really, really tight consolidation forming around this 49.50. Almost play this both ways. It's up so much today. You can almost play this both ways. To the top side, $50 up here. To the downside, 48 was a bit of a level on the way up, guys.
I just actually tweeted something out, and it's gonna be a shout out to all things nerdy here. You guys are gonna know this one. Don't Leroy Jenkins yourself. If you rewind the tape, and I wish I had that key set up when I said that, if you rewind the tape, I was looking at CLDR, and I said, yeah, I wanted to refill that gap in. You're talking about down 11%, but my initial trade was let's let it break 1150. Something Sean was talking about as well. I get that whole FOMO action, and then fade that trade in front of it. Catch the pullback in front of VWAP. It's like, that's a decent setup, but usually on a bullish stock, not one that's down 10%, but I try to apply it here. It holds up at 11, which then gives me another opportunity for a trade with a better structure, which we go into that one, and it still breaks to the downside. If you stick to the original plan, I'm not making a trade until it's down around here, double bottoming at 11. At that point, you're getting a price of like 10 or 15 and only losing 15, 20 cents instead of losing 30 cents, double that when you get in too early and don't stick to your plan, guys. So it's not that it wouldn't have been a loss anyways. 100%, I was trying to fill that gap in CLDR, and I'm going to lose in that trade. But It's twice what it should have been. If I don't stick to my rules, you're going to pay a little bit of an extra price, and that adds up over time, guys. So make sure you do that. Speaking of rules, we're going to stick to them here in American Airlines. I'm not moving my stop here. It is sort of sliding down, as you can see here, putting in some muted lower highs. I'm still going to stick with everything out in front of 14. If the futures want to bounce back up, if we retest these highs and I'm not stopped out, I'm probably just going to punch out myself in American. So if you get a big pullback in the NASDAQ to like 9,700, or you get a big pullback in the ES to 3125, and American Airlines is still below 15, I'm probably just going to get out anyways. I don't want to be against the market too heavily in this stock, not with the strength that it's shown so far this morning, guys.
Yeah, thank you for all the kind words there, guys. We mean what we say here. So, yeah, good look on that one. Tom Anthony bringing to my attention Uber here. I don't know. You said it's going to roll. I don't know. We're going to see 37.05 here as the top. I still like a short through here, but I generally am trying to go short Uber. So maybe that's why. It may be a little slanted opinion on that name. Starbucks looks like it wants to go down as well. So we'll check out Starbucks. It's been a little bit of a rough day there on some of the names. Chinese plays, and Starbucks, another one here, 78.50. Yeah, some people talking about, watching the show. How is this show free? Yeah, well, it is, and it's going to stay that way. So keep coming back, guys. We're trying to educate you. 78.50 looks like it might break on Starbucks. It's down today, 1.28, worse than the market. So let's see if we can't get some roll here on Starbucks. If it does break that, let's break it down just a little bit. Here, let's go to a little bit of a longer time frame. I don't know if this is going to matter. I actually don't remember what Starbucks. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we were down here on Starbucks. We could get, if we break down through 78.50 here, 78.30 could be a nice little spot where we go, and then we'll look to get some out there. And the next one down, 77.75. So let's see if Starbucks wants to go. You could have a decent winner here, guys. Brendan, what's up, bud?
I just posted that note up there on this one, guys. GNUS. Yeah, there was a secondary about an hour ago. So in that mess where it was halting and opening and halting and opening, I mean, it's still doing that, but they did announce a secondary offering, guys.
Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, if someone wants to announce a secondary on CIDM, and again, I'm not coming at Bob Ross, people. I'm giving him all the love in the world. I'm just shorting the stock. Well, I have nothing against the company. We're looking at the setup here. It came back in off a parabolic move, turned at $6. We shorted on the first. It'll pull back at 5. It holds below VWAP. We shorted it in front of 4. It just broke 350, and I promised you I wouldn't take any shares off until it broke 350. I just got some out there at 343, so you catch a 30-cent win on the first little bit. Unfortunately, we didn't get our price to be 85 like we wanted it to on that 4-even break, but beggars can't be choosers sometimes. You get the short that you can get. Next stop, I want to be out in front of 3 even, so targeting about a 60-cent win on the second half of this position. If I get a shot to short in front of 4, again, I'll try to do that, but this time it will be in the 85 to 90 range and not at 70 like we got here, the 73 actually. Check that. So CIDM to the short side working for us. I haven't put up the position board in a while, so I'm going to throw it for you guys here. Still have American Airlines short at 1480 if it comes up. Is this actually going to come up? Let's try it one more time. Still short American Airlines at 1480. Took some out for a 20-cent win. Looking for 40 cents on the next leg. Short CIDM, of course, is 373. Still short Hertz in the money at 102. It's not doing anything. And XSPA, still short that at 74. That is also in the money for us. I don't have this many positions. That's actually the scoreboard. That's why it's not working. Okay, guys. So we'll take that one off for you. Yeah, AEL's been my best. CIDM has been pretty good as well. GNUS is not very good for me. It's when you win and you lose on a trade. I shouldn't be flat on that stock. Usually I'm hunting shorts, but I won one side and lost on the other, unfortunately. But thanks to Sean for knocking that one out of the park. And we've had videos on halts, and you guys got a real life lesson today on how to play multiple halts, getting in and out, and ensuring you get those executions. Valuable, valuable stuff, especially with the market as volatile as it is.
Yeah, good. Yeah, thanks for that, Neil. Yeah, that was a good call on GNUS for sure. I know that you took a loss on Cloudera. It doesn't matter. We're going to go long again. I didn't know if you saw this size here, Neil. 81 here. There's some size, so I think we can make back maybe what we lost here on Cloudera. Yeah, there's a decent. It's only 300. It's 230,000 shares, but it's there on the NYSE. So it's on the floor of the NYSE here.
That was literally it tanked off the open at 929. Right. Sorry, right before the open. That was literally the bottom at right there at 80. So I mean, there's nothing insignificant about that price for a bit of a buy in front of it. But I think we are ready. We have a guest that you guys asked about getting his opinion on the market. Let's go right now to Brennan because Arun is on board.
Yeah, about a half an hour to go, guys. We're going to get Arun in here and see if we can't figure out what is going on with the overall market. We had a really nice move to the upside and then big flush right back down, Arun. It's been an interesting day, obviously. I mean, the NASDAQ 100 all-time highs. The NASDAQ itself, not quite there, but we did get a bit of a turnaround here in the overall market. I just noticed these going back a couple of days here. I guess it was beginning of 2 days ago, or the end of 2 days ago. We got up to that 31.28 and then 31.30 kind of area. So the third time we're back to this kind of 31.25 to 31.30 area. I mean, we're so close when you talk about the NASDAQ to all-time highs. It's kind of hard not to kind of lean on the short side. What have you been looking at?
Well, today, you know what's funny is that I've been trading this thing. First day this week, I've actually had a trade in the morning. So I took a trade short in the morning as around 8 o'clock or so. Took that ride down all the way down to 30.95, and then it bounced back up, which was a cause for concern. I made some money on it, but I did end up taking the other half on a hit when we broke 31.20. So I've been playing on the long side since this morning now. I've got longs up in the 31.20 area. I've just picked up some more at 31.08. So I'm defending this 31.05. I'm willing to stay here until 31.05 breaks. I'm seeing a ton of volume down here. So you know what my play is, that I'm going to take the long side and see if we can take that, what, like you just pointed out, like what is now a double or triple top off multiple days. If we can take that, we can go. But at the same time, I am aware that there's a ton of activity above 20 going up to 30 now. So it's just a matter of being properly managed. These positions do need to be properly managed. There's a little bit of volume coming on the sell side. I am hoping this thing bounces just enough so I can make a decision somewhere between 15 and 20 on whether I want to hold or not. But for now, I am playing the long above 31.05.
31.05, obviously, a little bit of a pivot in the overnight session. We kind of ran into it as resistance on the way up yesterday as well. Outside of that, just a point of kind of higher volume for you?
Yeah, you know, when I took that short this morning, there was a ton of volume between 10 and 15, right? So I took the short at 10 or just under 10, and I put the stop at 20. We went down and then bounced back pretty sharply. And then I expected some more hesitation, but every time we sold, pretty much from the open until about first 15, 20 minutes, every time we sold, we bought back up. So I know there's a ton of buyers down here. So when we broke through the 20s, I flipped to the long. Now we're coming back down into that same area I saw this morning, and I am seeing more buyers. Now I was able to grab a second long. Now I already have a long at 31.20. I grabbed another long at 31.08. And now the market's up about 4.5 points. And I'm just hoping this is enough to sustain a move at least back to 31.20, where I can make another decision on whether the sellers up top are stronger than the buyers down below. But for now, I am going to play off these buyers down here in front of these 10s. Between 10 and 5, there's a ton. So we'll see how this one plays out.
Yeah, 31.05, and then I guess up to that 31 kind of 25 area. I mean, really not a huge range until we get above that, as you said. We're kind of stuck in the middle for the time being. Great stuff as always, Arun. We'll check back in with you real soon.
Absolutely. Thanks, Brendan.
There we go, guys. A little bit of a look at the overall index. I mean, it's been a crazy day. Had to move up, and then as Arun was saying, really sharp spike all the way back down. Watch 31.05 on the ES, guys.
You have Cloudera here, guys. Again, this is what we're doing, and I can't keep saying this enough. This is why we do the show, is to give you guys a little bit of education here. I showed you guys down here this size, down here at 81, right? And so Cloudera rips up. We take some out, 90s, 91s, 92s. I think my best out, did I get any 93s there? No, 92s, my best out. So we'll wait to see on this one. We're only out of a third. Look, I mean, like I said, it could keep going today. I have 190 fills today, and my fees are $33. So you know, we can pay to play a little bit here, but it's not very expensive. So when I get out of some of these trades on the upside here, we're not paying $10 a trade or anything like that. We're actually getting paid a lot of the time. Most of the time it's like $2 per 1,000 shares, depending on what gateway you use, and then we pay to remove liquidity anywhere between 3 and 4 basically per 1,000 shares on that one as well. So here we go, Cloudera. My next target back above 11, obviously.
Let's see if we can't crack that, and then we'll just have another one. We have no LFT. What LFT means here is loss from top. So we're at our highest point right now that we've ever been at today. I'm completely flat. I'll put up the position board for you guys. Last time Neil put the scoreboard up, we'll put the position board up. You see the scoreboard at the bottom, you know the kind of instruction that's happening, and that's it. Boom, one trade. Cloudera, 1086. Sit back, relax, and I think, guys, we will start enjoying some fruit salad. Oh yeah, by the way, Trader TV, some merch now for sale. You can go grab a mug on our website if you want, and then send me a picture, and then we'll get you guys live on the air with that one. But some fruit salad time. I'm going to chill out now, wait for Cloudera to get back to 11, and then ring that register once again, guys.
Yeah, I was going to show you a chart right now, but my chart's just actually crashed. But I have my quote board up here, which can show you that we're still waiting on Zoom info to open up. And thank you guys for the super chats out there. Do remember, in 25 minutes, the show is going to end, our live trading show, but we are premiering our video on stop orders. It's a good one. We're going to be on the chat while it goes on, so make sure you jump into that channel. Valeria's going to drop the link, and we will all be there talking about the video, answering any questions you might have. We have a lot of fun doing them. We hope you guys learn something from them. That's always going to be the plan here. So my 1 minute may be gone, but I can quickly throw you over to the 3 minute and just sort of blow it up a little bit to see. We're still in this American Airlines trade, and you know, Arun just talked about the futures here. There is a slim chance that we can actually get out and get a move down to 14 even here while short 1480 if we don't see a retracement to that 3105 mark. So I'm betting hopefully that we'll get that move to the downside. But like I said, if we test the top and we're still below 15 even and I have a chance to get out for a small loss on the second half of this position, we've already taken some out for profit, I'm going to jump ahead and do that. It's a bullish stock. It's a bullish market. We had a great long trade. I don't need to force the retracement trade just because usually those are my best trades. That's not the case today. The best trade was to the long for me in NEO and AAL. So you just got to go with the market here. It's against my instinct to want to be fading and move up like 25% on American. If it's not there, it's not there. So I'm short right now. If we can't get below that 3105 and test 3095 on the ES, I'm probably not going to get the home run, but that's okay. The home run was to the upside today, guys.
AAL was a monster, and we had that one. I mean, look how early we had AAL for you guys. Down here, 1320. AAL, obviously I had no idea we would move like this. We got out and basically flatted this one. We tried to get it again and missed. So yeah, my bad on AAL there, guys. We should have had that one, but thank God Neil did for sure. But yeah, guys, it's 11:37. Look, thank you so much, guys. Everybody talking about how great the show is and that you can't believe it's free, but it is. So keep coming back every single day. Also, check out our Market Wisdom page. We're doing a premiere. So if you can support us, the best way right now, in my opinion, obviously hit subscribe if you haven't, but check out our premiere after this. We'll be chatting. We're going to be talking about everything, and it's about stop orders. I see someone saying, how are we able to short AAL? I mean, how are you not able to? If your broker doesn't have shares short, then you either got to switch brokers or phone them and find out how you can get short. You probably need a margin account. Not probably, you do. If you don't have that, then let us know. But we are trading. I've been with Day Trade the World now. What year is it? 2020. 18 years, guys, right now. So I have 18 years of trading experience. We love daytradetheworld.com. So again, it's not a plug. They're sponsoring the show. So if you guys want to open up an office with them, go to that website, check it out. We do have a pay for short system. So to short GNUS, I'm not sure what it was. I think it was about $10 for every 100 shares. So for me, that's a no-brainer when we're taking like $10. Look at GNUS here, guys. What's it doing right now? Halting again back to the, I mean, look at all these halts, crazy. But this was the first one. Notice it coming back down. We take it 1078. These are shorts out. Then a great out there at 903. So that's $2 win. Then I shorted again here at $8 and take it out at 5. So you're adding this all up. It's about $7 or so out of GNUS today. Only position we have on right now is Cloudera long, but I'm only giving it to 1080. This is just a small position here at 1140 today. But join us for the premiere coming up soon. Give us to us, Brendan.
UAVS, guys, recent crazy mover as well. We've been trading this one off and on, up 17%. Just popped up on a volume scanner here. Huge volume spike to 155 for UAVS. Going to check out that one, guys.
Yeah, I mean, you can have a margin account and your broker might not have the available shares for you there. We get something at Day Trade the World called an easy to borrow list. Those are all the shares that we can go short in without having to pay. And then on some occasions, yes, we do pay for the ability to short some stocks today. Like an example would be Hertz, which isn't going anywhere. I am in a short position here for those of you that were asking about Hertz. Yeah, it made a big move to the upside, but I just see it do this. Holding 103 and one even. If one even breaks, I'm adding to the short. If 103 breaks, I'm just out of here. And I think if you're going to do that, fair enough. I'm not going to go long on this unless it breaks the 105 high or gives me a dip into the mid 80s or something extreme like that. So I'll be out if it breaks 103 of this short, but I'm not going long till it breaks high of day. And from there, when it coils up this much on 41 million in volume, good shot. You get yourself a nice win in either direction. And speaking of those wins, still short here in CIDM. I haven't gotten that reload. I did want it to get back up into that 380 range. It continues to slide down. So first short was up here in that 450, 460 range. That was fantastic. This short, I'm not thinking it's going to be as big. I just still think there's room to go to the downside here. Maybe get us to $3 and give us a 60, 70 cent win. But Valeria has something for us. What do you got there, V?
Thank you, Neil, and hey dear viewers, I guess you noticed that I'm sending out a link for multiple times. So guys, save the link and hit it right after the end of the show. It's our YouTube premiere educational video about stop orders. All the traders and me will be on the chat helping you with your questions. And guys, subscribe to our educational channel. We do a live premiere every week. And of course, hit the thumbs up. We are very close to reach 1,000 likes. Guys, hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet, and subscribe to this channel and join us every day at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
All right, guys. Yeah, Tom, I don't understand why is hard to borrow. Yeah, that's what we mean, HTB, if anyone writes that, hard to borrow. Okay, Tom, I think it was you. So now we're into Uber again. So we'll see. You brought this to my attention. 3702, 3705, maybe the high. We're in very, very light right now. 3701. So we're in the money now. We'll see. Well, I mean, it's flat. So again, time of day, not expecting any kind of V-shaped moves right now, but we'll wait to see on Uber now. I'll go more longer if we do break back above maybe 37, 05, 06, 10, something like that, trying to go to the upside here. We do have a high here, 37.05, but again, this is just a small position. We're waiting for 36.80. Oh, there's the Valeria floss. What does that mean? Yesterday we had 2,000 likes. How many today? Let's go and see. Do you want to throw to Valeria at some point? Oh, 1K, we just cracked it. 1,000 likes and only 13 downs. So that's a good one, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's keep rocking and rolling. I'm going to give this one to 36.80 like I talked about it before. Let's see if Uber wants to go. But right now, look, futures right here, guys. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. So what you're seeing right now is I'll draw this little ellipse in here. This area here, just not doing anything. 31.08 up to 31.15 or so. We need to crack out of here before we see really anything going on. Cloudera and Uber, the only positions we have. BWIC, what up?
Another one we were looking at yesterday, guys. Cassava Sciences popping up for me again on scanner here. Down huge today, 22%. You remember it had this huge move up yesterday, ended up stalling out at 370. We're back to 270 here, consolidating like it might want to give you another push to the downside, guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a frustrating one because we like these day two plays and can't say it enough. Make sure you review all of the stocks that you were positive on the day before or that were in your playlist and see if they don't give you something to follow up a day. Sometimes the levels are more clear, and Sava pulling back in through that $3 area is definitely going to be a good one. This time I'm going to put up the position board correctly here. Let's see if we can't do it. I'm going to do the update and just make sure that we have this one up for you guys. It's just only 3 positions on, and I have worked into the short side trade. AAL, we're short at 1482. CIDM, we're short at 373. I'm looking for about 60 cents on that one right now, 40 cents in the money. And Hertz, still short at 102. We're going to break at 1 even if that does want to come down. I'm adding to the position, not taking off. So those 3 shorts still on with about 15 minutes to go. But don't step away at 12 o'clock. Stick around. We are premiering our video live on stop orders, so jump right from this channel to our other Market Wisdom channel for our video on stop losses. We'll be in the chat live answering questions for you guys if you have them.
Yeah, I haven't looked at Hertz yet today, so let's have a quick look at it and see what's popping on Hertz. $1. Oh wow, yeah, it was down here. Wow, hello. When things break $1, normally they go a little bit more than this, but we'll wait to see here. Hertz all the way down here, 70, 80 cents. I wonder if someone does pick it up. We talked about my uncle and your uncle, Carl Icahn, buying some shares, dumping his stake. I think it was 72 cents. Brendan brought that to us that day. That's kind of where it bounced today, so maybe there's something there at that price, but we'll wait to see here what Hertz wants to do. I'm not going to trade it today. Just want to check in to see what we were talking about here. 105 high. You know what? I don't mind it if it breaks that, but look at this. I mean, you want to talk about something not doing much, and you're just going to get stopped out. I feel like, you know what? You're going to say to yourself, in order to make real money, you got to use a few thousand shares. But if it breaks 105 and doesn't continue to go, then you're just going to fall back in here. So it's not really worth the risk here on this name, the risk and reward here on HTZ. So I would stay away. And as you can see here, I drew this ellipse. It's still here. We're going to wait to see if we do break out of the futures. And guess what? Uber now, 03s. Okay, that's still bouncing around. We're long here at 37.01. Again, some upside targets. I gave them to you a little bit. Needs to break through 05, and then we'll see. Let me call it up on a daily chart here real quick. Oh yeah, that's what crashed. I don't have a daily chart. So right now, Uber, we're going to wait to the upside. I'm going to open up a daily in a minute, guys.
Absolutely, guys, and like we said, about 15 minutes to the end of the show, but not everything is going to be done just yet. We are still waiting for ZI. We do want this one to open up. I don't want to be missing out on it, but at some point, you got to feel like we're not going to get this one in before the end of the show here at 12. So Zoom info could be good. It's still not opening yet. I know the guys in the soundboard are having a lot of fun over there. So obviously we're having some fun in the markets today as well. But I am watching very closely this AAL trade as we're sort of bouncing around in the futures in a tight range, and AL's doing the same thing. That's going to be good for the short here at 1482. Any chance that it's not retesting the high in the ES and the NASDAQ is going to be good for me on the retracement trade. Could be some profit taking that comes in at lunchtime. So hanging on to this short, it's a 15 even stop on American Airlines, short here at 1482. And I'm not going to move my stop at any point here, guys. So stuck with this short. I like it. It's at the money right now, but because we are playing with a lot of house money, I think we're fine with the structure that we have. No need to open up our stop or move it down or up. But for now, Brendan, what do you got, bud?
Visalink here, VISL, guys, 180% today. The volume on this thing, I don't know how I haven't found this yet today, but 180 million shares almost on VISL today. This is a company that makes those body cams, obviously in high demand these days with what is happening south of the border. But VISL, worth a look, guys.
All right. We are into some more Uber here as we go. Yeah, that's right, the French company, Uber. We'll see here going up 37.04, double long here. We took some at 37.01, then we took some more on an 05 break. I guess we got 05. So we'll wait to see here. Average price now 37.04. Uber going to the upside here. Oh, my daily chart, I did get that rocking and rolling here finally. So let's open that back up here. 1 minute or 1 day? What is this? This is a 1 minute chart. Here's the day chart on Uber. So you could see, we just got some out there, at 08. We're going to wait to see now what we do break up higher. This is the only level that I see right here, 37.05. So let's back this chart up just a little bit. I have to change the time period, but we are now over that height of 37.05. And these are all customizable. This comes with our platform. So as you can see here, you can change the date very, very simply. We'll just go here, specific range. We'll go from 8:30 in the morning. We're 7:30 in the morning to about 5 o'clock at night, and then that opens it up very nice on the 1 minute chart here. I think we can get, so this is 37.30 where we were yesterday. So let's see, what's that bottom 30? Yeah, see, we're right here, guys. Let's wait to see. If we can get this out in the teens, I think we should take it. Uber doesn't look as exciting as I hoped it would be, maybe if the futures go, but right now, yeah, not really loving Uber. Stuck long, but whatever. We'll just give it a little bit of room down here, maybe 36.90, guys.
I'm having a quick look back at XSPA. It's been a couple of trades here, both long and short so far. I did mention in the chat that I moved my stop as it started to consolidate, and it couldn't break 160. When you see that base form out here, I'm getting out aggressively of half my position every time it touched down at 165, but I moved my stop to 175 because at this point, if it sustained that bit of a higher low off this 155 bottom, there's a potential afternoon break. We've seen it with GNUS as the latest example yesterday in the afternoon. Even if these high flyers have a retracement in the morning, it's a big one, the secondary play can come to the long side. So at this point, You're looking at a $2 even break to the upside. I think you can maybe take a shot here in front of VWAP or 165. Either one of those is good. Even a 185 break looks like a decent opportunity there because from here to that $2, you get almost a 10% return. And if $2 break, anybody that is shorting this one is going to be giving up the ghost at $2. So a lot of stops will get run at that price. So you almost want to be fading in front of it. And what I mean by that is you want the momentum to break through $2 even, but you're willing to buy in front of that just so you have a much better price. But if you're going to do that, make sure you have a support level and an out, whether it's 175 around VWAP or whether it's 165 where this base of operations is here on the chart, guys. So if you have a stop, then you can be a little bit more aggressive. If you're not comfortable with that, just take the breakout whenever it happens, even if it's in the afternoon. Those have been great as well.
Yeah, guys, this is good, guys. Okay, let's just keep going here. Just to give you an update on Uber, we did get out of some here, 99s. I don't know. We're long here, 3604. We'll just wait to see. I'm going to give this now to 90s, but the market's fading back down here. So I did like the short to begin with. We said that we would give it a shot here just in case the market did break upside. So we're not going to actually lose real money here on this name. So we're going to get out very soon for a small hit. As I said, this is what we're talking about on the show. We're trying to give you guys the reasons why we're getting in and out of trades, why we like trades, why we don't like trades, and here we go. Uber, just another one. Not normally, it's been every day, but we've been crushing the opens here, guys. So I'm not going to put a lot of risk into something at 1150 right now. Cloudera, though, back down. It looks like it's going to try to break this 1081 right now. So again, another name where we take some profit out here, 91, 92, 93, and now it looks like if it breaks through 81, we'll get out of the rest of these. So that just goes to show you sometimes you got to trade off the level 2, you got to trade time of day, you got to trade momentum, you got to trade news. There's so many different ways to skin a cat depending on how you like it. So we'll wait to see what happens here with Cloudera right now, but only 10 minutes or less after the show we'll be premiering our video on market wisdom. We'll get that link out to you guys soon. So stick with us. We'll be in the chat. We'll be talking all about it. You guys can ask us questions as well. So should be a fun one. We've done that premiere before and we'll do it again. So lots of educational videos coming your way, and we already got an idea. Someone messaged just in an idea for an educational video. I don't know what it is. I'll read it after, but keep those comments coming, guys, as we take everything very seriously, building a strong trading community here. We love it, guys.
Absolutely, guys. And a couple of names here that have been neglected a little bit. I know some of you asked about Luckin Coffee or talking about it. Still continuing to the upside. The next thing I was looking at, I mentioned I was getting out of all of my shares at 350. I did get out of my position. We were long on a 3 even break. We then added on a dip buy here. On the 1 minute, you're going to see this in front of VWAP. You can also look at, if you're using moving averages, and people are talking about time frames, if you pull up the 3 and look at like a 20 period moving average, it also bounced off that as well. If that gets you more confident, fair enough. I think there's plenty of reason to buy this dip either way. But 350 was the out. It's now testing that again. So double top in Luckin now. 350 could be a breakout as well in the afternoon. It's already up 33%. So I am actually thinking about one of those shorts. If the size is there at 350, like it was the first time, which I'm not seeing it right now, it's only 20,000 shares. Before you're looking at over 100,000. I would consider just jumping in front of it for a bit of a scalp trade, using that size as an out. But without it, I'm just looking at the breakout of 350 to the long side and Luckin, continuing that party. I only have shorts on right now, heading towards the end of the show. Haven't had a real long since Luckin Neo and American Airlines, and now I've reversed in American. We're short here at 1482, and it's just hanging around 10 cents in the money, 20 cents in the money. No real follow through. That's because the futures are in a 5-handle range on the ES and have been for the last 10-15 minutes now.
Yeah, and if anybody's wondering why I trade, here we go. Look at this. Making some fruit tarts here. So we'll see. Maybe we'll bring some in for the crew. But good job, Gia, there, sending that in. And you could see also, guys, very, very focused on making the fruit tarts here. So you can see she's got that little Jordan tongue out there. So I do like that as she's making these fruit tarts here. So, hey, maybe I got myself a little baker on my hand. So that would be sweet. We'll be coming home and chowing down on some of that. So good job there. You got to keep the kids busy doing something nowadays, and they're loving cooking classes. Shout out to their school or whoever they're doing this through. I don't know. My wife would know that. Here's ZI, Zoom info. I see a lot of people, you guys talking talking about it. This is what it looks like on our screen here as it does not open yet. So you got some bids in here. You got some offers. Brendan, I don't know what the range was on this offering, but just to let you guys know, yesterday was a monster on WMG, and all you basically look for, and I think we'll have some educational videos up on IPOs soon as well, but what you're looking for here is just some support. So we'll see what this 2650 happens here. We'll see. Obviously, it's not going to open up at 9,500, but let's just give this one a shot when it opens up. I hope it can open up for you on the show. Trader TV Live pumped out what happened yesterday on WMG. So come over to I retweeted it as well. So if you want to come over and see what happened on WMG, where your boy crushed it yesterday, we'll see if we can't make some more money today on this name. But ZI right now not open. And we only have 5 minutes, so hopefully this comes open soon and we can show you some trades. We may lose, we may win, who knows what's going to happen. But Uber there, nice little move downward. Come on, let's zoom in here. Nice move down. We did not load up. We did not get in. We're waiting for 90 to break. We're going to wait to see. It comes all the way back to our even point here, 04. We'll let it ride now. Maybe the futures want to give us a win here, but not too sure. Oh, wow. There goes Cloudera. Nice little move up on Cloudera now, bouncing off that 1081. It does break 1081. We don't get out. We wait. Now we're getting to the high side here, 1090 and change. So nice little win here on CLDR. Yeah, the show's. Come on, let's go, Cloudera. We're sitting here at 94. Maybe we'll get some out at 92. Your boy did it again. We'll floss it off. Let's wait for 94 on Cloudera. Bang, there it is. Nice little win as we turn bullish on this name. One trade today here, so let's see what happens now. We tweeted this one out again earlier, but hopefully you're with us. If not, not too late to get in. Brendan, it's earnings season. What's up?
Yeah, earnings season, guys. Couple of minutes to go here. Just wanted to mention 21 was the IPO price on ZI, indicating around 42 right now. So obviously above that 21 area. So hopefully we have a couple minutes. Hopefully it'll open any second right now. But for the time being, keep in mind, right after the show, we're all of us are going to go over to our Market Wisdom page and watch the premiere of our latest educational video. We're very excited to bring that to you in premiere form coming up right at the end of the show. For now, guys, let's jump into what is coming up after market today and before the open tomorrow as far as earnings is concerned. Yeah, I mean, we're getting to, the end of earnings season here, but still a few to look at. Work on there, I guess. Gap as well. Broadcom even can give you a trade every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, definitely watch out for Gap and Slack. I'm going to be watching Tiffany. If you know that deal got potentially blown up and has had some 10% swings up and down, there could be a move there if earnings are as bad as some people might be expecting. So that could be in there. And then DocuSign, I think, of course, is going to be all over it. But, the lesson I learned today was, yesterday was the first day that I didn't trade in any of the airlines, sort of neglecting that space, which has been so good for us. I know we keep talking about it, but that's what it's all about. So we're going to go make sure we go back to that well, pick out the best of the travel industry, and always have some plays there. It's going to technically be the number 2 stock today because NEO was so good, but either way, American was fantastic. Let's just see if the short can work out.
Yeah, I see you there. Who was it? Julius Jones. Yeah, you're seeing Uber. I'm seeing Uber. Everybody else is seeing Uber. So let's hit the siren right now because we get out of some of this Uber to the top side here. I told you we got out of a little bit when it broke through 37, and by a little bit I mean 20%. So right now we're just cashing in again. Uber's going to be a very profitable name for us once again. So let's just keep saying if we go into the upside, we haven't even broke out of. Bang! 14s. I haven't hit this yet again. Let's hit some more slap shots. Why not? These are our 2 positions that we have on right now. I think there's upside. I said Uber can go into the 20s here for sure. Let's update our position board and throw it on, guys. I don't know if it's going to go up or not. There it is. Here we go. Thank you for that, guys. Cloudera right now long 1086. What's that at? Who knows? 1095. That's a 7-penny winner. And Uber, we just talked about that. That's roughly 7, 8, 9, 10 pennies in the money. Only 2 positions, 2 longs. We have no loss from top. We're at our highest point of the day. It's just been such a great show, guys. Thank you for joining. And there goes Cloudera again. We'll take it off. We'll just see quickly here. Yes, it breaks through $10, $11. So cowbell again. We did it again, guys. So Valeria, take this over.
Hey dear viewers, thank you very much for joining us today, for all of your support, likes and subscriptions. We reached 1,000 likes today and you made us absolutely happy. Guys, we'll see you at our premiere educational video right now. See the link, hit it right at the end of this show, and you better have questions about stop orders. And as usual, I'm saying what national day is today. So today is the National Cognac Day. Do you like cognac, guys?
Cognac?
Only banana cognac.
Exactly. Sean knows exactly where that's from. And if you guys do know where it's from, drop it into the chat there. But it's an absolute classic line. Brennan, I'm guessing you don't. But either way, I'll say
wow,
yes.
Neil, wow.
Yes. Do you know? Do you know?
Obviously,
Okay.
of course. Why not?
Okay.
Cognac and golf go really well together. Just saying.
Anything goes with on the course of that nature. Let's just say I don't want to be endorsing anything directly, but why not? Have a nice, interesting drink if you want one. Cognac is great. Just remember, guys, we're running up to the end of the show here, but as Valeria mentioned, all of us are going to be on our premiere of the stop video. That's going to be stop orders. So we're going to jump in, drop that link there, join. It will be open up in just a couple of minutes here as we end the show off. And as always, for the entire team here, right down the line, Valeria doing a fantastic job as always. Mr. Sean Katina as well. And our good friend Brandon Wiggins in the corner. Love that vest, my friend. And a shout out to Arun, who came in through today. I know you guys are interested in seeing his opinions. I'm Neil Roberts. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Trader TV Live.
Premiere.
We'll see you tomorrow, but jump in that premiere.
Premiere.
Just in a second.